I didn't know Kofar could come like this. Yeuchanan 6:44. Listen to the book.
No anus can come to me except the Abba which have sent me draw him,
And what'll happen?
and I will raise him up at the last yom.
Tell them what's written, son.
It is written in the prophets,
Yeah.
and they shall be all taught of Elohim.
Every man
Therefore, that hath heard,
and
hath learned of the Abba
comment.
unto me.
Oh, beautiful. Uyakra. $16. We'll read down. It's all the same word, isn't it? Also, well, I'll tell y'all later. There will be no Wednesday night service. Y'all haven't died yet. Y'all can go somewhere and do something else anyway. So I need to make sure y'all get everything ready before Tabernacles come. So-called. Listen. We got a mic out. We got a mic off. Maybe the mic on Kofar.
And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe after the death of the two sons of Aharon.
Y'all see that? He spoke to him after the death of the sons of Aharon. Come on.
And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, Speak unto Aharon thy Akid, that he come not at all times into the Kadosh place within the veil before the mercy seat, which is upon the ark, that he die not. For I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. Thus shall Aharon come into the Kadosh place with a young bullock for a sin offering.
Man down. Listen.
And a ram for a burnt offering.
I know that right. That ain't pop out. Listen.
He shall put on the Kudash linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh, and shall be girded with a linen girdle, and with a linen mitre shall he be attired. These are Kudash garments.
Y'all hear that? Why you get that? Let me get Ukanan. Chapter 20, verse 2. Ukanan, chapter 20, verse 2. Listen.
Then she runneth and cometh to Shimon Cuff, and to the other taught one whom Yahusha loved, and saith unto them, They have taken away the Malach out of the sepulchre, and we know not where they have laid him. Cuff therefore went forth, and that other taught one, and came to the sepulchre. So they ran both together, and the other taught one did outrun Cuff, and came first to the sepulchre. And he, stooping down and looking in, saw the linen clothes lying.
Y'all see what he saw? The linen clothes.
Lying.
And what else he saw?
Yet went he not in.
Listen.
Then cometh Shimon Cuff following him, and went into the sepulchre, and seeth the linen clothes lie, and the napkin that was about his head, not lying with the linen clothes, but wrapped together in a place by itself.
That's beautiful. Let's go back over to Uyakra. Uyakra, 16. Where you left out 16 and 2?
At verse 4.
Well, back me about, turn it down just a touch. Back me back up and give me verse 3. Let's see what he said. Listen.
Thus shall Aharon come into the Kudash place, with a young bullock for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering. He shall put on the Kudash linen coat, and he shall have linen breeches upon his flesh, and shall be girded with a linen girdle, and with the linen mitre shall he be attired.
Hold on for a second. Please, sir. I'm trying to think in my mind. 26, Matiyahu. We'll see how all this correlates for us. Matthew 26 and 26. Listen.
And as they were eating, Yahusha took bread.
Back me up. Make it 23. Listen.
And he answered and said, He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The bend of a noose goeth, as it is written of him.
Y'all pay attention. The what happened?
The bend of a noose goeth, as it is written of him. But woe unto that a noose by whom the bend of a noose is betrayed.
Beautiful. Let's go back over and let's look again at Uyakra. Uyakra 16, verse 3. Listen.
Thus shall Aharon come into the Kudash place.
He said, thus shall Aharon come into the Kudash place. Tell him about it.
With a young bullock for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering.
Yeah.
He shall put on the Kudash linen coat.
Y'all hear what he had to put on? The Kudash linen coat. What else?
And he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh.
Listen.
And shall be girded with a linen girdle.
Yeah.
And with the linen mitre shall be attired.
See, when you look at the 20th chapter of the book of your Ukanon, he was trying to show you right there his connection to the Kohan. Because when the first taught one went in, he saw the linen cloth. He saw they had bound and wind his body up in a linen cloth, because this was the Kudash clothing. On top of that, he told you also saw the covering that was about his head. That was folded up and sitting by itself, because these was a representative to his clothing. No, don't worry about it. They don't pay attention. Why he told you a statement, why had you go him for a reason. Listen what he told him.
These are Kudash garments.
Yeah.
Therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on.
Give me verse 2. 16 and 2. Let's see what he told him. Why he get me that when you get me Acts of the Apostles. Just thinking. 24. So a lot of times they don't really look to pay attention why he told you about the clothing, because it's actually tie him in and letting you know, again, his connection to the Kohan, to Louis. He told you to speak unto Aharon. He was trying to let him know exactly what he needed him to do. Let's see what he told him. Listen.
And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, speak unto Aharon.
He spoke unto Moshe, and speak unto Aharon.
Speak unto Aharon the Aki, that he come not at all times into the Kudash place within the veil before the mercy seat.
Listen.
Which is upon the ark, that he die not.
Y'all hear what happened? Which is what?
Which is upon the ark.
That he do what?
That he die not.
Hold what you got. Acts of the Apostle 4 and 24. Listen.
And when they heard that, they lifted up their voice to Elohim with one accord and said, Yahuwah, thou art Elohim, which has made Shamayim and Aritz and the sea and all that in them is, who by the mouth of thy servant Dawood has said, why did the heathen rage?
And what has happened?
And the people imagine vain things.
Listen.
The kings of the earth stood up, and the rulers were gathered together against Yahuwah and against his Mashiach.
Listen.
For of a truth, against thy Kudash child Yahusha, whom thou hast anointed, both Herod and Pontius Pilate with the Gentiles and the people of Yasharal were gathered together.
Listen.
For to do whatsoever thy hand and thy counsel determined before to be done.
Yeah.
And now, ruler, behold their threatenings, and grant unto thy servants that with all boldness they may speak thy dabarim.
Back me up about verse 22. Listen.
For the Anus was above 40 years old, on whom this miracle of healing was shewed. And being let go, they went to their own company and reported all that the Rosh Kohan and elders had said unto them. Mm-hmm. And when they heard that, they lifted up their voice to Elohim with one accord.
Him about him they slew and him they slew and hung on a tree. Is it 3:26? 3:24? 5 and 30? Acts 5 and 30. Thank you. Give me 5:28. Listen.
Saying, did not we straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name? And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intend to bring this anew blood upon us.
Listen.
Then Cuff.
That sound familiar? Where did y'all hear that from? That's right. Daoud stated that when the man had killed Shaul, he told him that his blood be upon his own head because he had slew him. So when you hear these statements again, certain things should spark us concerning our law. Let's listen to what he said.
Then Cuff and the other apostles answered and said,
what did they say?
We ought to obey Elohim rather than Anus.
Listen.
The Elohim of our Abba raised up Yahusha, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree.
That's what's important for you to know. Because he made a statement right here concerning the dinner, what they call the Last Supper, which would be Pesach for us. When we sit here and we listen to the statement, he said that the son of Anus, the ben of Anus, goeth as is determined of him. But he told him one to the man by who that offense come. The reason that's important for you, because he just told you how he was slung, how he was slew, and he was put on a tree. That's important for you. How many of y'all picked it up yet? Good, good. Let's go back and look at what he told you again in the book of Uyakra 16. and 2. Listen.
And Yahuwah spake unto Mashah, speak unto Aharun the Aki,
listen,
that he come not at all times into the Kadosh place.
Pay attention, that he come not in all time into the Kadosh place. Listen.
Within the veil before the mercy seat.
Listen.
Which is upon the ark.
Why?
That he die not.
That's why he told you about he was going, just like it was determined. He knew when he got there he was going to down the two. The ark was made of wood. That's why he told you whom you slew and you hung on a tree. He already knew when he was going to die. He was just told that by Moshe. Moshe just told him that. Don't go as you're going in all time. That's why he kept escaping him all the other times when he would be with him. He already knew when he was going what was going to happen to him. He was just told what was going to happen. That if he go into the Kadosh city, if he went into the place, and if he wound up getting on that tube, he was going to wind up dying. Don't worry about it. Listen what else he told him.
For I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat.
And guess what happened? It was dark from the 6th to the 9th hour. He was appearing to him over the mercy seat. Listen.
Thus shall Aharun come into the Kadosh place.
Listen.
With a young bullock for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering.
Listen.
He shall put on the Kadosh linen coat.
Wow. What else?
And he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh. And shall be girded with the linen girdle. And with the linen mitre shall he be attired.
See that? That's why they had the napkin that was about his face. All it was linen. That's what they wrapped his body in. Because all this tied him right into being the son of Aharun. Tie him right into the trial of Louis. See why it's important to know you just read and don't actually go. That's why he told. He said to son, I'm going to go just like it's determined to me. I already know when I get there I'm going to die on the two. He just told me that. That he's going to appear right over the mercy seat. So he was going to appear in a dark cloud. And I already know I'm going to die here. Listen.
These are Kadosh garments.
See that? These are Kadosh garments.
Therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on.
Oh, what you got? Put me at the, see if that's Oriya. 23. What's the last verse? I think 60. 64 is the last verse. What's the last verse?
56.
56. Give me 50. 51 would be fine. 23, 51. Listen.
The same had not consented to the counsel, indeed of them he was of Arimathea, a city of the Yahudim, who also himself waited for the kingdom of Elohim.
Listen.
This Anus went unto Pilate and begged the body of Yahusha, and he took it down and wrapped it in linen and laid.
What did he do?
He took it down and wrapped it in linen and laid it in a sepulchre that was hewn in stone, wherein never a noose before was laid.
Listen.
And that Yom was the preparation.
Wow, and that Yom was the preparation. What happened?
And the Shabbat drew on.
What happened?
And the Nashim also, which came with him from Galilee,
what happened?
Followed after, and beheld the sepulchre and how his body was laid.
Yeah.
And they returned and prepared spices and ointments and rested the Shabbat Yom according to the commandment.
They had already cleaned him up. They took it by there. Everything was already known what had to be done. Come on back to the 16th chapter. Uyakra. Uyakra 16. What verse we left off at?
At verse 5.
At verse 5. Listen.
And he shall take of the congregation of the children of Yasharal.
He shall take of the congregation of Yasharal.
2 kids of the goats for a sin offering.
Listen.
And 1 ram for a burnt offering.
Listen.
And Aharon shall offer his bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself.
Yes.
And make kafar for himself and for his house.
So he make an atonement for himself and for his house. Listen.
And he shall take the 2 goats and present them before Yahuwah at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Listen.
And Aharon shall cast lots upon the 2 goats.
Yeah.
1 lot for Yahuwah,
and
the other lot for the scapegoat.
Listen.
And Aharon shall bring the goat upon which Yahuwah's lot fell, and offer him for a sin offering.
At the book of Mattiyahu. (27:14). We'll read that. Other brother, give me the book of Romans. (15:3). Listen.
And he answered him too, never a dabari, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. Now at that feast the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner whom they would.
Listen.
And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, Whom will ye that I release unto you?
And what happened?
Barabbas or Yahusha, which is called Mashiach.
What happened?
For he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
Yes.
When he was set down on the judgment seat, his Nashim sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that Sadak or noose? For I have suffered many things this Yom in a dream because of him.
What happened?
But the Rosh Kohan and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahusha.
What happened?
The governor answered and said unto them, Whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you?
Listen.
They said, Barabbas. Pilate saith unto them, What shall I do then with Yahusha, which is called Mashiach?
Yeah.
They all say unto him, Let him be crucified.
Yeah.
And the governor said, Why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out the more, saying, Let him be crucified.
At the 15th chapter of the book of Romans. Romans 15:3. Listen.
For even Mashiach pleased not himself.
But even the Mashiach did what?
Pleased not himself.
Tell me what's written.
But as it is written,
the what?
Reproaches of them that reproach
we'll
thee.
We'll just say the lot of them. That did what?
That reproach thee.
What did it do?
Fell on me.
The reason he told you and he used the reproach and falling because he was talking about the lot. It wound up falling on him. He was the choice that was chosen. That's what you were told to do. You were supposed to take 2 goats and you were supposed to bring them before the congregation. And then they were going to cast lots. That's how he got chosen. He just told you in the writings, just came along and told you the reproaches of them that reproached thee fell on me, which means I became Yahuwah's lot. Come on back to Uyakra. Listen.
And Aharon shall bring the goat upon which Yahuwah's lot fell, and offer him for a sin offering.
That's how we got him. And we offered him for a sin offering. See, listen.
But the goat on which the lot fell to be the scapegoat,
pay attention,
shall be presented alive before Yahuwah.
Listen.
To make kafar with him, and to let him go for a scapegoat into the wilderness.
Y'all hear what had to happen? Now we had one you had to take, and you had to present it alive before Yahuwah, and you're going to be a scapegoat. A scapegoat is a person or something that you use to put fault on. And Acts of the Apostle, chapter 1. Let's start 1 and about verse 1. What was supposed to happen again, Brandon?
But the goat on which the lot fell to be the scapegoat shall be presented alive before Yahuwah, to make kafar with him, and to let him go for a scapegoat into the wilderness.
Let's see what happened here. Listen, Acts of the Apostles, chapter 1, at verse 1, listen.
The former treaties
systematic arguments
have I made, O Theophilus,
of what?
All that Yahushua began both to do and teach.
Y'all hear this? He began to make systematic arguments about all that Yahushua began to do and what he taught. Listen what he did.
Until the yom in which he was taken up. After that, he, through the Ruach HaKodesh, had given commandments unto the apostles whom he had chosen.
Listen what he did.
To whom also he shewed himself alive.
Hold on, what was the scapegoat supposed to do? Got to be presented alive. By what was the sign?
To whom also he shewed himself alive after his passion by many infallible proofs.
See that? Incapable of error. So we can see how he can operate and how he can still move and still be in the same operation. The only reason you heard this statement about him showing himself alive, because he was only letting you know that he was also the scapegoat. Not only was he your sin offering, he was also the scapegoat, which tied right back in again. The reproaches of them that reproach thee, I'm the scapegoat too. Not only am I the offering they're going to be for sin, I'm also the scapegoat. Back to Uyakwa. What verse we at, Brandon?
Verse 11.
At verse 11. Listen.
And Aharon shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and shall make kafar for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself.
Listen.
And he shall take a censer full of burning coals of fire from off the altar before Yahuwah, and his hands full of sweet incense beaten small, and bring it within the veil.
Listen.
And he shall put the incense upon the fire before Yahuwah, that the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that is upon the testimony, that he die not.
Listen.
And he shall take of the blood of the bullock, and sprinkle it with his finger upon the mercy seat eastward.
What he supposed to do?
And he shall take of the blood of the bullock, and sprinkle it with his finger upon the mercy seat eastward.
Come on.
And before the mercy seat shall he sprinkle of the blood with his finger 7 times.
Let me see something. Yeshayahu. Yeshayahu 50 and about 4. Other brothers, see if that's Matayahu. (26) Let's say 57 for whatever reason. Listen.
Yahuwah Elohim hath given me the tongue of the learned.
For what reason?
That I should know how to speak a dabari in season to him that is weary.
Listen.
He wakeneth morning by morning, he wakeneth mine ear to hear as the learned.
And what happened?
Yahuwah Elohim hath opened mine ear, and I was not rebellious, neither turned away back.
Listen.
I gave my back to the smiters.
I gave my who?
My back to the smiters.
And what else did you do?
and my cheeks to them that plucked off the hair.
The book of Machiyahu, 26. Say that 57. Listen.
And they that had laid hold on Yahusha led him away to Caiaphas, the high Kohan, where the scribes and the elders were assembled. But Kah followed him afar off unto the high Kohan's palace, and went in, and sat with the servants to see the end. Now the Rosh Kohan and elders and all the council sought false witness against Yahusha to put him to death.
55. Let me see what 55 is saying. Read it down. Listen.
In that same hour said Yahusha to the multitudes, Are ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves for to take me? I sat daily with you, teaching in the temple, and you laid no hold on me. But all this was done that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then all the taught ones forsook him and fled. And they that had laid hold on Yahusha led him away to Caiaphas the high Kohan, where the scribes and the elders were assembled. But Kah followed him afar off unto the high Kohan's palace, and went in, and sat with the servants to see the end. Now the Rosh Kohan and elders and all the council sought false witness against Yahusha to put him to death.
Come on.
But found none. Yea, though many false witnesses came, yet found they none. At the last came 2 false witnesses, and said, This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of Elohim, and to build it in 3 yamim. And the high Kohan arose and said unto him, Answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witness against thee? But Yahusha held shalom. And the high Kohan answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living Elohim, that thou tell us whether thou be the Mashiach, the Ben of Elohim. Yahusha saith unto him, Thou hast said, Nevertheless I say unto you, Hereafter shall ye see the Ben of Anu sitting on the right hand of power, and coming in the clouds of Shamayim.
Come on.
Then the high Kohan rent his clothes, saying, He hath spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witnesses? Behold, now ye have heard his blasphemy.
What happened?
What think ye? They answered and said, He is guilty of death.
Listen.
Then did they spit in his face.
And what happened?
And buffeted him.
What did they do?
They spit in his face.
And what else did they do?
And buffeted him.
So let me ask you a question. If I don't pluck the hair off your beard, what you think gonna happen if I start snatching the hair out of your face? You know, start bleeding. What you think gonna happen if I start slapping you? Start sprinkling blood. They had to take the blood of the bullock. He was also a bullock too. They had to take the blood and they had to sprinkle it upon the mercy seat. The only way to get it was to snatch the beard out of his face. Once you start pulling the hair, they're going to start bleeding. And at that point, I do is just start slapping you. And every time, my finger's going to be sprinkling the blood. Pay attention. He said he had to sprinkle it upon their fingers. He had to take the blood upon their fingers and sprinkle it upon the mercy seat. Don't worry about it. He got to cover himself every time. And that's why we had to go back to the law, because he told you what they did. He said, I didn't go backward. He said, I gave my back to the smiters. They were slapping. They ain't saying the beard, and my beard, them that plucked off my beard. So they were plucking and putting his beard. It was going to make it bleed. And all that, it was going to give him the red cheeks like Daoud. Right. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Don't worry. You see how many things had to be done just to try to make sure he got you acquitted and it put you in the right status? You know what the problem is with us, the truth be told, when we go through the book is technical. Everything is that technical, just like your behavior has to be technical. You got to make sure you follow everything to the letter. They couldn't just take your body and wrap it in a burlap bag and say that's not important. He met every other mandate. Everything had to line up. Everything had to line up. His dying, he couldn't just die anywhere, out on the ground somewhere. He couldn't die out in some bushes. He had to die upon the ark, which was going to put him on the tree. The other 2 people were with him. They didn't let them down. They broke their legs and said, take them down. They weren't dead yet. Break their legs and take them down. Get them down. Because that was set for one person. When it come down for the atonement of our sin, kofar, that's why you're here. Y'all coming, y'all already asleep. I can't get what y'all have been doing. Was y'all working? What y'all been doing? In the street, what y'all been doing? This is what I try to tell y'all. This is so technical about y'all soul, and y'all mess around a lot of times. Y'all don't lay this stuff to heart. Well, y'all ought to be asleep at. You don't use that time, that effort. You sleep when it comes down to information, and you're saying you're claiming somebody for your salvation, and you have no earthly idea what you believe. You don't know why you believe it. You just believe it because I just believe. This is ignorant. He never told you that. We started reading the prophet. You all had to be taught of it. That's why we're going through this, trying to show you just how technical everything had to be done. Who would actually want to go through all this? Just so this could be done. Imagine this story being written is a story about you. Now, this is a story about you. You're going to come, you're going to be born, you don't have nowhere to stay. You're going to be out in the wilderness, just out somewhere. Then you're going to grow up and you're going to be rejected, hated by your family. Then you're going to be taken, you're going to be crucified, and you're going to be killed and on a tree. Then you'll be taken down and thrown and put in the tomb, never man, never lay. All these things, accusation, lies. Who want to go through that when you read it and you look at it? You say, man, who want to do this crazy? Looking at everything that happened, he's looking at, that's me. Everything that you reading about, everything you hearing about, that's me. And now you come along and he done told you, you're claiming him, and you told you when you pray, you didn't believe what he told you. What's you supposed to say when you pray? So if you're a father, if he's your father, that makes you like him. Then guess what got to happen to you? Because he said, hitherto my father work, and I work. This is part of your makeup now. You don't even know why. Y'all wonder why persecution, why things happen, why accidents happen, why job losses, why marriages go bad. I mean, who you saying your father is? Yeah. Then you got to go through some of the same similitudes. He told you that the time going to come that whoever's a kid, you're going to suppose they do you who a service. Right. Well, they killed him. They thought they were doing this. They said, this man's, what thank you? They said death. Right. We're doing Yahuwah a service if we kill this man. He's walking around claiming to be the son of Elohim. We're doing him a service for killing him. This blasphemy. Not knowing the whole time they're doing it, this has already been written. Because he told you the ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib. He said, but Yashar doesn't even know me. They don't even consider. They never even consider. And that's the same thing that happened to you when you stand up to know who you are. People are going to reject you. People are going to hate you. A lot of things that you're doing, you're giving yourself as an offering. That's why you're going through a lot of things you come. It's about how you react when these things happen. All y'all do good when stuff going your way. When things not going your way, how well do you do? How consistent are you when things are not going your way? When you're not, what's wrong? I just saying, I already know you now. That's why I asked you what's wrong. You can see it all over you. We can see it. You can tell when something good or something must be something good. How you know? I can tell your reactions. You got to look at a consistency. You got to look at a consistency. You talking about, sir, and we failed. We failed on so many countless ends. We let so many things come wreck us. Wondering why this had to happen. This is the most inopportune time. Why? It's the time he appointed. It's the time he appointed. I mean, he was sitting down and he was telling them, I want to eat with you, but I can't. Why not? Food right here. He gave it to them. He gave them the drink. Right now, it's not a good time. It's not a favorable time. He's appointed something else for me. You know what he told my meat was? To do the Abba's will. That's what he's trying to get us to do. Just like us restricting ourselves, the Father in the appointed time, the whole world eating and drinking. He told you what's going to happen at the end of their wrist. They're going to be eating and drinking, marrying and giving and married, till the flood come and take them all away. He's going to send his armies in. They're going to destroy these people. That's not literal water. He's talking about the army, the people he's going to send in. And he's going to take these people. That's why he's trying to keep you from being such a guy. That's why I try to get all the fat folk. Try to slim. I told my time, nobody is in here looking at nobody fat thinking, that's so pretty. Nobody. They think it's disgusting. And it's disgusting that we don't care enough about ourselves and know these people coming to take us down and kill us. And we still ain't doing no better. We still ain't trying to change nothing. We ain't trying to get where we need to get here, and we're not trying to get where we got to get physically. Do you know this is training? What you think you're going to do when they come down? We had to get out in these woods. We got to get out here and we got to take off. What y'all think we got to do? Y'all got to learn how to survive. Just like now, can you go a day without food? You hadn't even put yourself in no kind of practice. If feast coming, so what you going to do? You got here ain't no water. When you get out here, we're going to be just like it was when Moshe took them out and they could not drink of the water because they were bitter. They done poison them in Flint. They poison them in Atlanta. They poison all of these waters. I don't know why people keep talking about Flint. Flint, Michigan is not the only place. They done that in all these major cities where blacks are. They running y'all behind out of these cities. These white folk want their cities back. They trying to put you back in the woods. And they know now you can't survive. White people trying to get out of the woods. They want you in the woods now. Because I know I took your survival skill. You're going to die in those woods. You're going to die in those. He's going to put us in the wood, and it's going to be just that he kill enough of y'all off. It's coming back. Ain't nothing new under the sun. I try to get y'all make preparation so y'all can be ready. Trying to tell you already know it's coming. What kind of preparation you making? You know they think that's just me. Let me just show you something right quick. Oreo. That would be good. You just stay asleep. They had to get up and try to acknowledge Kofar. But you know what? That's the problem with the world now. They sleep. He told you awake out there sleeping right from the dead. And the Mashiach going to give you light. 12. So that's what I wanted. 39. Other brother, you going to give me about a sheet. Sheet. Let's say 45 and 1. Let's see this. Say that one. 1239. How many of y'all thought about when I told these young kids to get up and how there's no preparation being made for them? How many? Another man gave a flying flip one way or another. That's all I think about. Every day I'm up grinding. I got to do the same thing tonight. It's over with, get in. I got to put my mind back to work, grind on what I got to do. How I got to put something together. I got to try to make sure I keep my generation out from being in another curse of being a slave to these people. You can't stop and be a man or a woman to these people. I don't want to be like that. I'm going to make them respect me. Got to make my own. That song you be saying, I got to make my own way. Y'all sing it. I don't sing it with y'all the way y'all sing it. All I be saying, that's me. I got to make my own way. My daddy did that. He left. He had an opportunity to stay right there with Laban. He ain't had to go nowhere. Laban split out and gave him stuff. You know, he realized that's how these folk got everything they give me going to be the worst of what they got. He realized that. I've been here 20 years with you. We've been saying we've been here 200 years, Chris. Ain't nothing changed. Why am I expecting that man to give me something? This dirty crocker going to beat me every time he get a chance. He looked at man, it's best I start making my way toward my home. It's best I get out from here and go ahead and leave. Huh? He learned from, you know where he learned that from? Abraham. Get out from these four houses. I'm going to make you a great nation. Get out from front. See, that's how I feel. Y'all keep thinking you lead these people. You ain't going to have nothing. You don't realize you ain't got nothing now. You ain't got nothing. He got you slaving on the weekend when you off. You know what they got a nigga thinking on? Man, I'm going to try to get there early so I can try to get there. I'm going to try to get there early to do his work. I'm going to get there within my time. If I can't get in the point of time, it just couldn't be done. I ain't standing about a job to work for no free. He ain't give me when he give you free money. Everything he give you, earn. How you think that man afford to give you 2-week vacation for free? Think about it. I'm going to pay you for 2 weeks for not working. Because I underpaid you in the first place. I did what took part of the money I owe you and set it to the side. Then you such a nigga, you think I gave you 2-week vacation. That make common sense? I gave you a job. But you got to work it. Then I ain't give it to you. Yahuwah gave you salvation. Tell me what work you did. The book called it favor. The book called it grace. He said by grace you say, oh, is it by work? Okay. The man give me grace every week when he paid me. No, man, give me what's reckoned. He give me for work. You doing him just as much a favor he doing you. Quit thinking folk doing you a favor. Your black ugly face. Somebody want to see that ugly face on their jaw? I have to put up with it. I need you. They don't think, okay, your face is ugly to other people. Now, some of y'all faces is ugly to me, but I'm talking about, generally, we talking about this man. Now, I'm not going to be lying. Generally, he look at you, you're not attracted to him. You are a threat. You are an insult. Let me just share something with you real quick. This might come out of, y'all take it how you want to take it, but it's just right. Your gene is the right genetic gene that it takes for everything to operate and to work. When you look at his gene and how he created it, it's a weaker gene. That's why there's no pigmentation to the color and the other different things. When we had leprosy, you were put out from the camp. If you seen a white hair, if you seen whiteness come upon the hand or the face, get it out. You had to get out from among the camp. Leprosy caused people to die. Okay. Do you not know that man? No, he's not going to tell his people this. That's why he's got to make moving television shows and teach them that they were here first, that inherently things belong to them. That's why he got made white characters of the Bible, because he's not going to tell his people the truth. Let me ask y'all a question. You got a son. You found your son had an illness. He was going to die in a few years, whatever. You going to tell your son that? No, you don't tell him that. You love your son. I'm going to try to make him have the best years he can have as long as he can. I don't want to put that kind of burden on my kid. Kid can't deal with that. That's a lot. He's not going to tell his kid they're dying. He's going to lie to him, make them feel like they're good. Mommy, I'm feeling, you're all right, baby. You're all right. Don't worry about it. These people know this. They won't tell people this. So now what they have to do is they have to genetically make up diseases. They have to formulate stuff. They got to get you here and give you shots and give you pills and give you stuff to cripple you and put stuff in your food and in your water to break you down that nobody else looks at themselves. That it looks like, well, everybody dies. Everybody gets sick. We got sick when we came into contact with the gene. Okay. They spent billions of dollars. Let me ask you a question. They spent $500 million. That's what you found out about. This in the pay. This don't even bother white people. I would be concerned if my government took $500 million and made fake ISA videos. I would be concerned when I'm hearing about the debt ratio and no job. I would be concerned. Tell me why you don't see no news story about this, but it's in the paper. What? Tell me why white people ain't worried about a campaign running instead of worried about who authorized money to be spent, why fake videos being made. I spend more than that to make books. I spend more than that to make newspapers. Let me tell you something. Y'all remember, how many of y'all remember President George Bush II? Y'all remember him? How many times he won? 1 year, 2 years? Who remember the first year? The first time he won. Who know what was interesting about that win? Florida recount. Hold on. He said miscounted Florida. What you say? I'm going to get you about what you say. What was something interesting about that election? Who remember? The popular vote. The popular vote. What else we going to go with? Popular vote. What you going to go with? Well, white people got two methods when it comes to, how many of y'all not really familiar with how voting works as far as election or choosing a candidate? What they go with, okay, let's do this. California has more people than Iowa. What they go with is called electoral votes. The Senate, when they come in, they put in, they're going to go with the electoral votes. Certain states have more electoral votes. It ain't the popular vote, how they go. They're going to go with the electoral vote. This is how white people treat you. When you watch these candidates, watch what states they hang around. They're going to go to, like that, Iowa, Ohio. You want states like Florida. You want states like California. You want places like Texas. Certain states you're trying to win because all you need is 276. Is that about 276? So what I'm trying to do, I ain't worried about all 50 of y'all bastards. I'm not worried about these 50 countries, okay? These are actually countries. They're going to tell you state. I'm not worried about 50. People don't know this stuff. You thought you was a state. You're actually a country. You don't know no better. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Because you don't need to know nothing like that. This is not important. You just need to know you're a state. You're actually a country. But anyway, what they do, they're just worried about trying to get key places. These key states that I'm trying to win, once I get them, they're going to say he won. Niggas, hey, win. The popular vote. They say, his nigga don't know no better. And that's the Senate. See, it don't matter what niggas, what you choose, what you do. People don't even know this either with what you're saying, whatever you vote, the popular vote in this state. The Senate can give their electorate to who they want to give it to. So it don't matter. See, people so dumb, they don't know any of this stuff. You go to school, you just don't know any better. The Senate when all that done, the Senate is going to have to come together and decide. They're going to tell you right now they wanted it. It's not just official because they know the Senate still got to come in and they got to get the electoral votes on this stuff. Right now he's won these states, and if he's won these states, he's won the presidency. But in actuality, the Senate is going to confirm this out and look at, they're going to get their popular vote. They're going to get their electoral vote based on this is who I want to go with. They're like the people chose Yahushua. That was the popular vote, wasn't it? I say the Senate chose them. The Senate chose him. Where you think they learned this from? You know how ignorant these folks thinking they chose this man? The man told you they persuaded him. They were chosen, he was chosen by the Senate. 6-1. Daniel. I'm going to try to finish it up. Daniel. I'll show you how they work right quick. Listen.
It pleased Darius
to do what?
To set over the kingdom.
What he said?
120 rulers.
Listen.
Which should be over the whole kingdom.
Listen.
And over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first.
What happened?
That the rulers might give accounts unto them.
And that what happened?
And the king should have no damage.
So what happened?
Then this Daniel.
Then this who?
Daniel.
How was he picked?
Was preferred above the presidents and
rulers. So you tell me now, how was this man picked? Because the people picked him. The Senate picked him. The ruling party picked him. It pleased him to set him over. You ain't done nothing. These people have no idea what's going on. These folks already had him picked and plagued for this job. These people that these folks running here thinking you picked, this stuff is already hand-picked and done, dummies. These folks go, yes, it's illiterate. You know what I mean? People die, you don't go vote. Your mama did. Stupid self. You ain't chose nothing. These people already know who they picking. What if I'm going to tell, we elected Daniel, you retard? He just told you the man was going to put him over. I don't care what you wanted. Yahuwah had already picked this man. The lot fell on him. He was Yahuwah's lot. Romans 13:1. Then you're going to give me Oriah 12:39 and by the sheet 45:1. I'll show them how it works. Listen.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Listen what happened.
For there is no power but
So what now?
For there is no power.
You said what the people did, what now?
For there is no power.
Except for what?
But of Elohim.
What happened?
The powers that be.
You said we elected what now?
The powers that be.
Yeah.
Are ordained of Elohim.
I hope y'all vote, because this election year could be the year of our release. I hope everybody get there early so we can get there and organize and strategize and get a candidate we can get behind and find out who's going to fight for our issues. The man told you, I'm the one put these people in office. He chose these devils to let them put these devils in there. That's why I sat back and let these devils have it. It don't matter who get in there. Let me tell you why. Listen.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power.
What they do?
Resisteth the ordinance of Elohim.
Listen.
And they that resist.
Shall do what?
Shall receive to themselves damnation.
That's why I run out there trying to stop everybody from voting for Hillary. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do tomorrow. After tomorrow, we're going to go out, we're going to get signed, we're going to be trying to stop them from getting in office. I'm not going to resist. Let them bastards do what they do. Tell them what happened, Brandon.
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
You think I fit for? Why you think Mordecai wouldn't move? That's why he wouldn't move. He ain't no threat to me. I ain't cheating, scamming, flim-flamming, lying, hoe chasing, molesting no kid. Why they a terror to us? It don't matter which one of them bastards get it. I'm still doing the same thing. I still got to grind. So it's so worried they got folk done put this psyche in your head. What's going to happen? Donald Trump getting nigga already a slave. Here it gets, you're going to open up the border. The border's already open. Quit being stupid. Stop having dumb conversations. He told you rule ain't no terror, no good works. Listen.
But to the evil.
Listen what happened.
Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power?
Listen.
Do that which is ta'ud,
And what happened?
and thou shalt have praise of the same.
Tell him what happened.
For he is the minister of Elohim to thee for ta'ud.
Listen.
But if thou do that which is evil,
tell him what happened.
Be afraid.
Why?
For he beareth not the sword in vain.
He got these people set up here to kill all the right people he need to kill. I can't do it. He put them evil bastards in office because them evil bastards can do stuff I can't do. They can kill Syrians and Iraqis. Iraqi, and who he was Babylon. Babylon had us in captivity. That's why they get blown up and get tore up. Those Syrians over there getting blown up, I don't feel sorry for them. I don't know why. He put the people in order who were going there and execute judge. Those people sitting on stolen property. They keep showing them Aleppo. Look how much they keep telling you Aleppo. First they were Palmyra. They kept showing Palmyra. All these were major cities. Daoud took Aleppo. Shaluma built Palmyra. And these bastards done came and stole the land. Why am I going to sit around and tell them to stop? Man, do your job. Man, pass the baton. I'm on the next one to get in there and finish bombing them. Who be feeling sorry about we getting bombed? Why all these countries that try to organize ships to come rescue us? They got all kind of supply. Why you think all these world in these countries, you and me, to go take money that ain't even fix Hades? They don't think about stuff like that. These niggas here got money sent to UNICEF. The United Nations don't need no money. These folks print money, they make money, they take money, they seize money. These folks drug lords. Why you think they hot with the king, with the president of the Philippines? He killed drug dealers. Now why they get mad when they tell us that drug is what's messing up our community street? Why you get mad at a man saying I'm executing them? You can't kill drug dealers. Why you can't? You said they bad. You said drugs are destroying American streets and killing our kids. They infiltrate our schools. Well, the man saying I'm going to kill drug dealers. I'm not keeping them. You know who else did that? Castro. Castro has said he was not harboring no drug dealers and no murderers. I'm going to kill them. Amazingly good, honest, clean America took them. Now they run the police department. Now they got them in the federal bureau, in the states, and everywhere else. These people don't know nothing about this. I just laugh. I love that. That's how I literally. They be telling us he used the wrong there. He used T-H-E-R-E. It don't make no difference. You know what I said, nigga. These dumb people don't know nothing. It amazes me. I don't know how you be so smart and be so stupid. Why would they be getting mad at somebody saying he execute drug dealers? He shouldn't kill them. Well, they shouldn't sell drugs. They told me drugs harmful. Drugs kill people. They tell me they show us little babies and women on the street and addicts, telling the addicts on the street is our problem. It messing up our hospitals. It messing up our health care. And then the man said, well, I'm going to kill drug dealer. We need to get together and stop that. You can't kill drugs. But why nobody ain't mean about killing niggas? Why had the United Nations had one meet and pull council saying they're going to come in and invade if one more black person gets shot without a gun?
Amen.
But they so are concerned about a drug dealer getting killed. They don't think like me, Lee. So I had the right question. That's on the next meeting back in 50-50. That's when they're going to meet on niggas dying. Because all these countries in together. You know why they run in to help Syrians? Because Syrians are Europeans. Anybody got an ounce of white blood, they're going to come to their rescue. They don't even bother you. Hey, they're going to stay towed up. White country ships already be there moving. They already had supply already en route. They say send back to wait to see about if they might have to send 2 of them to Haiti. Last thing Haiti needed is some American ship come on down. They finna get raped. They finna get, who they gonna call? Phone line down. Who you call to report you in Haiti down here and tell them that you just been raped by American soldiers? What's the phone number? What's the phone number you call? Ask them women in Iraq who they call when they got raped. They probably dialed 911. It probably work over there. Ain't nobody to call. You're done. Y'all know how many times these people laying people become victim to them? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's just talk about it. I'm drifting off again. I shouldn't be drifting off. Talking about stuff that got nothing to do with nothing. This is talking about Kofar. Let's look at something. 139, 1239, Oriel. Other brother got me by the sheet 45-1. Hope these kids still love us later on when they go to jail. When they don't have no future. Future, go build you a criminal. You go to college to build a criminal record. That's scary. For a black kid, they go to college to build a criminal record. Because all you got to do is miss a payment, baby. So you get too far behind. Defer just too many times. You just got the federal. What you going to do when the federal people come get you? Folks going to be thinking you're a terrorist. What did they do? They start, what, they had crystal meth? No, they worse than that. They didn't pay their student loan. I wonder if they still make you wear handcuffs. They probably don't put you on a cell. They probably put you in like a book cell. Your behind gonna be with everybody else. Your behind gonna be with everybody else. Y'all better get conscious. All I'm trying to do is warn you now. Listen, 12:39. Let's see what it said. Listen.
And this know
what that mean? There's no. You need to know that for sure. What happened, son?
That if the Taub Anus of the house had known what hour the thief would come,
what he would have did?
He would have watched.
What he would have did?
And not have suffered his house to be broken through.
What happened?
Be ye therefore ready also, for the Ben of a noose cometh at an hour when you think not.
Let's see what happened over here in the book of Bereshit 45-1. We're just jumping off for a minute. Needful, I'm sure. Listen.
Then Yosef could not refrain himself before all them that stood by him.
Y'all hear what happened? Yosef could not refrain himself. For what happened?
Before all them that stood by him.
Before all them that stood by him. What happened?
And he cried, cause every Anus to go out from me.
What happened?
And there stood no Anus with him, while Yosef made himself known to his Aki.
So what do y'all just get from that? Cry loud, spell not. What you should have got from this, you should have gotten from a feast we just finished from Teruah. At the first trump, the leaders were supposed to assemble themselves. You had him, you had all of the Aki. These are our leaders. These are our fathers. At the first trump, who was supposed to assemble themselves? The leaders. So when he cried at first, he put everybody else out, because only people will be there, the leaders, the heads of our tribes. When Yahushua cried the first time, he told you before that the priest, also the Kohan, the Rosh Kohan, them, with the elders, they walked by mocking him. So when he cried out, that was booked. Your heads of your tribe should have been there. Your leaders supposed to be there at that call. Listen.
And he wept aloud.
And what happened?
And Matzraim in the house of Pharaoh heard.
See that? On the second, when he cried out, everybody heard it. Listen.
And Yosef said unto his Aki,
what did he tell him?
I am Yosef.
Listen.
Doth my father yet live?
What happened?
And his Aki could not answer him.
Why?
For they were troubled at his presence.
Sound familiar? At the 24th chapter of the book of Oriel, he told you that. They was afraid, and they supposed they had seen a ruach. All this is about him. He told you that they was afraid, and they supposed they had seen a ruach. That's what they were looking at, trying to say, he dead. I know this ain't him. Right. Listen.
And Yosef said unto his Aki,
what did he say? Come
near to me, I pray you.
Uh-huh.
And they came near.
You ain't gonna believe what he could have told them. Handle me and see. Listen.
And he said, I am Yosef, your Aki,
yeah,
whom ye sold into Mitzrayim.
Listen.
Now therefore be not grieved.
Pay attention. He said, don't you be upset. Don't let it get you, Miko. Tell them why, son.
Nor angry with yourselves.
And don't be upset with yourself. Tell them why.
That ye sold me hither.
Why?
For Elohim did send me before you.
You hear this? Because he sent me before you. For what?
To preserve life.
What happened?
For these 2 years hath the famine been in the land.
And what else gonna happen?
And yet there are 5 years, in the which there shall neither be earing nor harvest.
You think about that. He already had a man set up that was wise enough and discreet that knew when he got in the land how to set up and prepare for his family. For a mishpachah. Why he going to give you a shepherd going to be in the dumber? I already see what these people getting ready to do. It's going to be years. Ain't going to be no sowing. Ain't going to be no reaping. That's why he put him there. It pleased him to set a man over the whole realm so he had no damage. He was looking to make sure he ain't got no loss. He told them when he prayed. He said, those you giving me, so I kept them. You ain't going to believe what he said. None were lost. That's why he set him over. Somebody he made sure I don't have no damage. Only people I done lost been the sons of perdition. They came here to go to hell. He gonna set a man over the congregation, gonna make sure I ain't got no loss. Somebody who can see it's a storm brewing out here. You'd be a fool to keep operating the way y'all operate. It's just a matter of time. That man set up and realized why he put him there, why he suffered. He let him know, don't even be upset with yourself. Don't even let it worry you. Why? The man put me here because it's already been 2 years. It's already been a famine. And yeah, it's going to be 5 more years of this stuff. Well, nothing going to be grown and nothing going to be harvested. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. This stuff ain't going to do me get worse out here. All they going to do is get worse. They fooling you. They don't give you a holiday pay, all this stuff. These people floating, playing, they making money that don't exist. You got to use your head, people. Now, why he just say we ain't worried about all we going to do just sound and pray? Why they just didn't believe on Yahuwah? Why? Because it make no sense not to have somebody set up to make preparation. He said the man seen it coming. Why he just didn't leave the man stupid? Why he just didn't leave them students that provide something I know and just rain down something from Shamayim? He like, it don't make sense. It makes sense for me to put a man there who can see what's getting ready to happen. He told you, where there's no vision, these people going to perish. Y'all going to wind up perishing. Y'all going to utterly corrupt yourselves. Because you ain't got no brain. Listen, y'all are waiting to be prostituted and taken and used by these people. Because you have no other resource set up for yourself. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you for over and over, get your gun. Get your gun. Protect your goods. You need to have something set up for yourself. I don't know why y'all keep trusting these people. Now, you got Florida, South Carolina, part of North Carolina, and some of Georgia down there being ravished. No electricity. They don't have electricity for days on end. These people can't get nothing to eat or nothing else. How these people going to survive? How they going to survive? Still. Some of these people going to be what they call honest people. But what they going to do when they can't eat? When they ain't got no electricity, got babies in the house, what they going to do? They went on relief trucks and can't. You be surprised how you at when you ain't ate nothing. After a period of time. What you going to do? No power, and guess what you got? I know prayer changed things. I know prayer changed things. I hope you prayed, nigga. Y'all keep playing around. Y'all will find out the hard way. People going to survive. They don't know what people thinking about. People are going to survive. The weak is who going to get preyed on. That's why they using us now, because they feel you weak. Don't worry about it. What you think happened? These folks ain't got no power for over a week. Over a week, you ain't, hey, what you ready to do? And I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to go to work. So I go to work, then I get a check in that week, that next week, that week following, put a week in a hole again. Then I get a check. Huh? These people are going to survive. These people are going to ravish. They're going to take. And they're going to take from the weak, from those that are not watching, that are not able to protect themselves. Ain't nobody going out raping nobody they see that's armed and that can protect themselves. They're raping people that they feel that are victims. You are a victim. They see you as a victim. If anybody rob nobody armed and got, now they're looking at it, it's too dangerous. I'm going to rob somebody that looks like prey and they can be a victim. He looked at, I don't want nothing to happen to these people, so I'm going to set a man out that can watch. I'm going to take a man who can be elevated, who can see. That's why even when the king took Pharaoh to, he set him up. Kabakut. Kabakut, 2 and 1. They don't call her Habakkuk. That's all I'm trying to help them to see. What are we going to do? Listen.
I will stand upon my watch.
What happened?
And set me upon the tower.
I don't know why, but when Pharaoh got Yahusha, he set him up. Maybe the second highest ruler. Set him up. So a ruler need to be able to see. What happened, son?
And will watch to see what he will say unto me.
And what?
I shall answer when I am reproved.
When the book comes. Tell him what he said, son.
And Yahuwah answered me and said,
Write the what, son?
Kazun.
And do what?
Make it plain upon tables.
So for what reason?
That he may run that readeth it.
Tell him why, son.
For the Kazun is yet for an appointed time.
And at the end,
it shall speak.
And not
lie.
At the book of Yehukanan. Yehukanan. 19. $32. Listen.
Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first.
And what happened?
And of the other which was crucified with him.
What I gave you, 32? Pat me to 29. Listen.
Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar and put it upon hyssop, and put it to his mouth. When Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished.
Pay attention. What did he say?
He said, It is finished.
Yeah.
And he bowed his head and gave up the ruach.
What happened?
The Yahudim therefore, because it was the preparation, that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Shabbat Yom.
For what reason?
For that Shabbat Yom was a Shabbatun.
Yeah.
Besought Pilate that their legs might be broken.
And what happened?
And that they might be taken away.
Yeah.
Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first.
And what happened?
And of the other which was crucified with him.
Listen.
But when they came to Yahusha and saw that he was dead already,
tell them what they did.
They brake not his legs.
But did what?
But one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side.
And what happened?
And forthwith came there out blood and ma'im.
Listen.
And he that saw it bare record.
Pay attention. He that did what?
Saw it.
What did he do?
Bare record.
So let me get this straight. He that seen what happened, he was testifying. And what did he say?
He that saw it bare record.
And what happened?
And his record is true.
And he what?
And his record is true.
And what else about it?
And he knoweth that he saith true.
Because at the end it was going to speak and not lie. So the one that was saying it, he bare record and said, it's the truth. And I know it's the truth. At the end, he did just what he did. He told you at the end, the Kazum was going to speak. Yeah. That's why he told me we're finished. Yeah. This is it. He told y'all the thing concerning me got an end. Yeah. At the end, he had to speak. But who was going to be there to bear record for him? That's why he was there. Amen. He know he's telling the truth. Now, y'all can keep playing around y'all want to. These people got something for y'all. You just learned about Santa Claus. How long he been around? A week? 2 years? Long time. What else these people got for you? You just started learning about all your food poisoning. Baby food. They got baby formula that got poison in it. The same ingredient they use in the done death penalty juice they got inside your baby formula. Potassium chloride. Same thing where they went at discerning about their water. The same thing is in your baby formula. Your baby is drinking a slow death. Because you ain't going to give him no titty milk. We're in bad shape. They got us on every end. They growing and giving us our own food. We're not doing it. We're too lazy. We're too sorry. We keep trusting them and trusting government regulators. These government regulators, the government does not. Government is supposed to be for the people and by the people. Government was never set up to control people. The purpose of government was setting a government up to try to make sure certain things were mandated and executed. It was never set up as a controlled functioning unit of the people. That's why the so-called white founding fathers broke out from under the king. They didn't want to be ruled by somebody. They wanted to set up a government that was for the welfare of the people. The purpose of a military was set up for the common defense of the people. You can't actually be sovereign or set up a company without having something to show that you can defend yourselves. Y'all got me? Now the military, the founding fathers hold in with that the military could not ever be used on the people, but then they learn about martial law. They come in and call it chaotic and can't be controlled, so you bring in the military, a non-thinking unit that's taught that when it rains, it's not raining on them. It rains on them, it don't rain in them. They start getting them all these little psychological warfare training mindset and bring them in and feel like they're for the welfare. They're controlled by the government, but the government is supposed to be for the people. These people are setting us up the whole time, and the people ain't got no better sense. When you see white people breaking away, when you see white people establishing their own, this ain't for no reason. White people know white people. Why y'all think Putin is so, how he's turned against them, how he breaking away? Hey, Putin is right now doing nuclear exercises. How many of y'all didn't know this? Listen, he is doing nuclear exercises. He told me it is for two countries, Britain and for the U.S. He is right now doing nuclear warfare. Already doing testing for him. He's already doing, listen, he told him he got to be ready. You know what y'all ain't going to believe what he cited, why he was doing it. Who know why? Who know what country he said, what reason why he was doing this nuclear war? He wanted to do the nuclear. Syria is a country he found. Who know what he used? The country that he named, and the reason why he was trying to go nuclear and why he was practicing nuclear, he named Iraq. What was significant about Iraq? I can't think of why. Who remember what was significant about that war? Huh? The U.S. took them down because we attacked their food and their water. He said they were superior on ground with what they did in Iraq. That's why he's practicing nuclear. He already know the attack. It's the same thing they use on us. He used Iraq because he knew the food and water is how they took them down fast. Soldier brought them their guns. That's how they going to get your guns. You ain't got to believe me. When they can't eat, what you going to do with all them guns? You don't know how to hunt. You know what you know how to kill? Time. These people got us. That's why they're practicing nuclear right now, because they realize they already know how they're going to attack them. They're going to attack Russia, food and their water sources. That is going to cripple their military. Russia is practicing with nuclear arms right now. Russia already flying home, doing flybys on them. They let them know they're ready for them. This man is ready for all-out war with these people. He already looking, I'm going nuclear. I already know how they coming. I know how they come. He said, why wouldn't I watch? I'm not going to beat these people on no ground pound. It's not going to happen. But he knew he could beat them all. Let me tell you what he told them. He said when the U.S. signed them deals about trying to destroy all these nuclear weapons, he said, Russia didn't do it. He said, we tried to get them to destroy these weapons. He said, we have 20 to 40,000 pounds of nuclear weapons. 20 to 40,000 nuclear weapons. He told the reporters, he said, you ain't got to believe me, but I ain't lying. He said, I want to tell you, he let them know. He said, I ain't lying. Now, you ain't got to believe me. But he told me he have 20 to 40,000 nuclear weapons. He said, I ain't lying. Okay. Everybody know how these people are. They know if you're going to fight these people here, these people dirty. Now, this is white on white. That's what I'm looking at. When white on white talking about blowing each other up, I'm just a nigga looking. I'm saying, y'all do that to each other? I'm a nigga. I know I'm good as dead. You know how many white people don't hear from Russia? Connect to Russia? These people don't know. That's where Caucasian come from. The Caucasus Mountains. They got on their application, Caucasian. They're telling they're Russians. Putin know his kids. That's when all they white and they're going to tell you they're Caucasian. So I'm telling you I come from Russia. Now, if their dad in Russia ready to kill them, where did that leave me? Somebody mom and dad don't want them. Why I'm going to take them in? Y'all don't think like me. They don't think like me. Don't worry about it. I'm just trying to y'all keep on getting ready for Christmas. Get ready for Thanksgiving. They're not trying to tell y'all that because they know people going to panic. These people are practicing with nuclear weapons right now. This man ain't playing. This man done told him, he done called in reporters to interview and let him know. He said, I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm not lying. You can look this up. He told them, I'm not lying. He done told these people, I know how they got Iraq, and they're not going to do it to me. Now, y'all can say be stupid. Only niggas, the only ones sitting around being stupid. Still getting your water from them, still going buying your stuff from their store, and they pausing it. Why so many white people buying that meat you getting? They shouldn't be looking at. I'm looking at what white folks. I put one in my bucket, you know? They look at it and say, push up, I'm being white folks. What they get on the counter? All right, let me tell black women. They getting y'all these tampons. The white women not using all this stuff. A lot of these white women going natural. They got y'all paid. Get you some good tissue and wrap up and put it in there. I know what you're saying. Ooh, I ain't finna have that tissue. This man gonna get you. All right. Listen, they can't figure how you keep having babies. They done poison you. They done put you on the pill. You come off your still. That pill was designed to destroy your system where you couldn't have no kid. Pastor done got pregnant on the pill. Only way to get it out now, I got to give you something to insert up there. Y'all ain't checking. See how many white women buying that stuff. White women going natural on a lot of stuff. Not you, though. You ain't going to look up there now. You going to keep buying it. Stay free. What a nigga slave doing with some stay free? That's stay slave. You got to start looking for your welfare. You got to start looking up and start looking for your help. These people, do y'all understand? Let me tell you something. Do y'all know what they have programmed in the white America? You are the enemy. You are the potential threat. Think about that now. That's what they've been taught. They've been taught. You're a potential threat. You're taking up. You're using a government subsidy program, the welfare system, everything he got. They don't have jobs. Whites that don't have jobs don't have them because niggas got them. And your NAAP and C and D and all that stuff. And all your rainbow stuff you got in here. And you come in here with your big wide nose and all your best dancers. They tired of you. So now if I get an opportunity to get some of y'all to come and see when I'm a doctor, what I'm going to do to you? What kind of prescription I'm going to give you? I've been told the whole reason why I don't have more than what I got because of you. Because the government don't want you niggers to have stuff. He want the niggers to have, and the niggers need to go back to Africa and take his Condoleezza Rice, all that, so I can Mexican dish white power. Huh? The man wants you gone. They want you exterminated. So they put in the cycle of their elites to take you down. You actually think Bill Gates care about a nigga? Bill Gates helped put, let me tell you something. You just ask yourself, how many of y'all got a couple of $100? Couple of thousand? How many of y'all take that money and send it back to Africa? What make a white man and his wife want to go donate 90% of all their riches to Africa? To Africa. They have some jingo doing on some wild bush animal. All I'm asking is this. You guys haven't sent none. What makes somebody else want to do it? What makes somebody, Facebook, the man, him and his wife, they came up and I saw, they said they finna donate 90% of all their money to help for cure and all this stuff in Africa. Why? Bill Gates called on all billionaires to take their money and give it to you niggas. Guess what he said? We could do this again. You know how scared it is? I could give away billions of dollars and I can do this again. Right. They don't think like me. They don't think, they good. You don't need to be concerned about that. How long do you think it take you to make $1 billion, Brandon? You work pretty hard, Brandon. You put a lot of hours in, $1 billion. And if you got it, you can get away and get it again. Y'all, somebody here tell me, how long? The little you got, how long it done took you to get it? And you can get away right now and get it again. That's just you. Y'all don't think. I got to look at the bigger picture. I got to look at why you want me to know that you're giving this money home. What you trying to get me to believe? What's the psyche behind it? Why don't you just give it away? I don't even need to know nothing about it. Billions of dollars, millions of dollars. 90%, me and my wife come together and we've agreed to give away 90% of all our riches. The guy from Facebook, you know what's interesting about him? His wife is a doctor. And she want to get her money away to research, medicine, curing diseases. You know what she realizes? We can take this money, this is an investment, because the illness we're going to infect these people with, we got a cure for, and that's where we're going to make our money. That's where your money going to come in. That's going to help the pharmaceutical company out. We're in bad shape. Y'all want to get on a rat raid all the time and ranting about all this stuff? Because I'm the good man. I'm looking. I can't suffer my house to get broken up. I see this crook coming. This man coming in free health screening. Coming to your school, check your kids. He coming to your neighbor, he coming to your job. Your job is going to tell some of y'all we have. This week we got a doctor coming out. We want everybody to go in, go down. We want you to just get checked. It's a free screening. And they want us to do it. I know everybody care about my health care. They care about my welfare. Nobody trying to stop the police from shooting me, though. Tell you, if you really want to help me, go out there and stop the police from shooting me down. Get these prejudiced crackers off the force. But you're going to spend money. We paying for it. Quit being funny. Nobody trying to do nothing to you. Just come on down here. Everybody on the job. Even me, I'm doing it. Kind of like that time I tell you, you had that game called Always the Ball. They always got 3 niggas with them. That's to help edge you on. Somebody, I'm going to do 20. Oh, man, I almost got it. They together. He can walk in. You know they got a needle. They can like they shoot your arm. When you press it down, it's actually going back inside there. You don't see it. You know what's funny about that? How many of y'all you have them little baby dolls? Let me ask y'all about that. Did y'all have a baby doll had the formula in the bottle? Do you not remember you used to turn it upside down, all the formula would leave? Tell me where did this formula go? Then you turn it back up. What happened? What they invented these in the 2000s? They had these back in the 80s. Niggas don't know no better, man. They can just do that with baby bottles. It's a federal license on the internet. You can only do that on baby bottles. They can look like they give white people stuff that they giving you. They're not getting the same thing you get. These people that tell military, them shot line they went through, they ain't never seen no general, no colonel go through them lines. They're not sticking me with that stuff. They're going to stick you with it. Y'all got to start. We just got to start thinking. We just been so passive. We just been so comfortable. We just been so nonchalant, and we just keep thinking he's going to keep doing something. He's not going to do nothing for us that we don't do for ourselves. We have to be proactive in the defense and the welfare of ourselves. That's what he'll come and fight for us. That's just being honest. What are you going to do? It's just like the police come. You know it's bad. The police, certain states had to pass a law. Women will call the police if somebody call a woman beating her husband up, or old man beating her up. Police come, she start fighting the police saying, leave him alone, don't get him, stop bothering him, he ain't doing that to nobody, I don't want to press charge. My hands tied. Now I just turned it from being the rescuer to now y'all call in and say I'm victimizing you. Nobody asked you to get involved. I thought you were hurt. I thought you wanted help. I thought you had enough common sense to realize this shouldn't be happening. But it's like, I don't see how he can help us. Because everything going wrong with you, you saying it ain't a problem. You and yours is good. Every time anybody black gets shot, that's your black behind, nigga. That's you every time. I tell y'all every time. Police stop y'all, call 911, put them on the phone. I fear for my life. I'm black. You're a female time, Sandra Bland, I fear for my life. I need some people out here. I need some recorded so we got some type of information, something. I ain't letting nobody I need to get somebody out here. I don't let the person get me somebody else out here. Y'all don't think these people gunning us down, they killing us? When they get tired of their phones getting flooded, overloaded, they're going to start looking at, we got to do something. Why are all these people fearing for their lives? We got to start setting ourselves up in a protected status. We got to break away from this cruel master. Self-preservation is the only relief for us. We're not even trying. We keep trying to integrate. That go back to like he told us. You need to be on your side, he need to be on his side. You need to be in your school, he need to be in his school. I remember hearing Grady get me come out that city. He said, get over here in your yard. Let them go in their yard. He realized that's the best way to keep junk. Now, somebody didn't know when that happened. He said, get in your yard. Y'all get in your yard. He like, they in that. Nobody, he let know. Nobody best not come in here. And you stay out of theirs. Y'all don't think like that. I'm trying to help you. That's amazing. If people that stole our identity, fake so-called Indian, if these people sat down to give these people rights and lotto machines and all this junk they got in gambling place, these people have sovereign land. Police can't even come on it. When these Indians over in South Dakota, they go off the reservation, commit crime, run right back. Once they get to the reservation, nobody can touch them. They have to be governed and judged by their own people. You tell me we ain't earned that right. Not saying, listen, I'm for one, if you're taking, you're doing something wrong, lock your behind up. Your behind need to be punished. But the mere fact that we can't judge our own people, we can't judge our own people when we victims. Let alone this a situation of innocent or guilt. We're talking about a victim, we still let the same people that perpetrate the crime investigate the crime. The man that shot Leon ain't gonna draw out the line, and he gonna be the one to tell us tonight and get the fingerprints and tell us, yeah, Leon had a gun. Who are you? I'm one of the officers that shot him. How am I gonna write this up? Do y'all understand this is an insult? Me and my buddy, who gonna be? What you think my buddy gonna say? Leon didn't have no gun. Leon had a gun. Leon repeatedly was told to put his gun down. You have no say about nothing happening. That's scary. That's scary. Do we have some people that's guilty on our end? Yes. But they got more than we got.
Amen.
That's the part you got to be concerned about. The mere fact they can put it in disrespect, and we pay more tax than they pay. Give me what you said you want. Give me respect. And we don't even come to the defense of ourselves. That's why they keep doing it. What you gonna do? Your niggas ain't gonna do but march till the weekend come. As soon as a new rap come out of a black movie, you're behind done. I don't know how we can ever get rest. You know what he told us about Rachel? She'll never be confident. You know why? Because her children weren't confident. How are we sitting around we comfortable today? My kids ain't dead today and my grandkids. But let's just be practical. How long are they going to take? All it takes is the right white boy to stop him. The right white boy to assume he saw something. The right white boy who need to get another badge of Medal of Honor with his clan group. And one of my kids or grandkids be victim. And that white boy and his clan friends going to write up the statement. They're going to prove that my kids tried to kill them. And they was a member of a gang and a hate group. And they got Facebook video that they can't show right now because they still going through the evidence of what they kept saying they want to die by hands of a cop. And it's got to be right. That's white people what they worry about. If Donald Trump really stuck his hand in the vagina of women. You know who I'm more concerned about? The dumb hoes that let him did it. What bothered me more than anything is not Donald Trump, but the hoes, the dumb, trampy hoes, whatever color they are, that let the man walk up and stick his tongue in their mouth and ram his hand in their vagina. Those are the people that need to be prosecuted and picked up, and they're the people they need to be blamed. They ain't got no better time to do nothing. They always get these folk minds set up going wrong. Nobody look how dumb these women are. Everybody talking, these men, they treating women like that and women like a piece of property. Ain't nobody the fat one complaining. The one been doing it ain't got nothing to say about it. They good with that lifestyle. Because they could be, look at Fox, I don't know how Fox News can show one story on it. Every report they got done been accused and sit up here and been sleeping with these women. And power struggling over these women. You'll make the CEO just say and resign. Bill O'Reilly, all of them still got their jobs. How you talk about Donald Trump? All these white boys guilty. You insult me to tell me about one of them when you don't tell me about all of them. They'll put, listen, round the clock coverage, the video, round the clock coverage, the playback. The boy in North Carolina was killed and had no gun. A white officer tossed the gun on the ground. Where am I continuing with playback? Why ain't hearing about this? Why ain't something being done? What about all the other black people that have been gunned down and shot? Sandra Bland family was paid $5 million, $2 million for her death. Why did you pay our money if you weren't guilty? Right. Who's being arrested? Who's being charged with the murder? Frederick Gray was left dead, killed in the hands of white people, Klan members, and $2 million in family. These idiots roll out and tell her Freddie wouldn't want it. You have a non-violent Freddie Gray center. Freddie Gray had a knife. I would respect you better if you had a violent center for Freddie Gray. Amen. For the protection of the Negro. Or statue him with a knife, and had he had it out, one of them white boys went with him. Only white people let you do that. Get the money and tell you what you ought to do. Just for memory of him. Do a Freddie Gray non-violent. Just like Tupac was non-violent. Now he got shot, got him on video fighting in Las Vegas Club. I'm loving this stuff. What do y'all think? This insults you. Why they ain't got none of these white boy non-violent centers? American Sniper, why he ain't got no non-violent center? Huh? Why they white boys ain't got none?
Amen.
Soon they kill a nigga, the first thing they make a nigga sell out for is a non-violent. They need to see a violent center. They show our outrage for their foolishness. That's insulting. Show me video, show me man with a weapon. He didn't have a knife, he was non-violent. I'm non-violent. Non-violent. I'm non-violent. That's crazy. This is for the protection, for my welfare. It was legal. Yeah. We got to stop thinking money compensate us. You can't put back the life in these human beings you taking out. You can't put back no dignity with no dollar bills.
Amen. We
done sold our integrity for the dollar bill. I'm trying to come back and restore dignity back in our people with all of him's true. They say I'm trying to raise up warriors and story, inciting and rebel rouser. Who wouldn't get aroused when you look at your people being murdered and gunned down? Amen. That's an insult not to. I'm sick of the conversation of white. You people and people just need to learn. They don't want to be here and leave. Your mama leave, nigga. Yeah. Been here for a white face ever showed up. Yep. Every white explorer they had testified about me when they came by. Yep. Nobody told you this. You need to be the one saying, I show where people go back where they came from. Yep. I don't know what all I'm doing over here. They be like, that's right. I'm talking about you, nigga. Stop apologizing for your anger. Ain't apologizing for how I feel. That's retarded. Why I owe them an apology? Nigga, you ought to be on his knees.
Amen.
Begging me for forgiveness. I'm sitting there trying to prove to him how righteous I am and how much love I got for him while he murdered me and slaughtered me and beat me and then lie on me. At least tell the truth. Man, put a label on you just like a done can in the store. At his discretion. He can say terrorist. At his discretion, come drug dealer. He can say it. Child molester, raper. At his discretion. They don't even find that insulting. You live in a society, whatever the white man want to say about it, he can say it. Well, he want to name it. He got people on payroll and papers and newspapers and magazines that'll print the story. He got people that look like he'll pay that'll testify that you did it. That's the kind of system you live in. You set him passive. You sit here and you go to work in that job and that man look at you. He watch you wondering, what day? What day? What day is it going to be that you're going to rise up and you're going to get your consciousness? I think about Shamsun a lot. All I keep hearing, the Philistines are upon you. The Philistines are upon you. I said, I go out and shake myself as I did at other times. That's all I be thinking. The Philistines are upon you. You know that like you can't sleep? Every time you lay down and go sleep, the Philistines are upon you. What kind of sleep does a man get? Every time he lay down here, why I got to tell him, they out there. They out there. They finna get you, baby. What kind of sleep is that, Ryan? Every time you go out, they're upon you. They at you. They got you. That's the life of the black man. That's the life of the black man. They wonder why I don't get much sleep. The Philistines be upon me. As soon as I rest, I close my eyes. I got to be able to get up and shake myself as I did at other times. Y'all understand the life of being blind? People watch you try to figure, how you still dancing? How you still singing? How you still shopping and buying with these people? These people, the Philistines upon you, Samson. You know what bad? We didn't even know that Yahuwah had departed from us. Didn't even know he had departed from us. They got us. Ease a little some in your food. Put a little some in your drink. When Yahuwah tasted and knew what was in the water, he wouldn't taste it. He wouldn't taste it. You know what kind of stuff these people put in your water? Where do you think that started from? They think that started in Flint, Michigan. It started when it came to him. They poisoned the water. You know what these bastards did? They took some of the earth from the ground and put it out. Well, people spit, people walk, people piss on this ground. People dogs defecate. You know what they did? They had to. That's book. Because it's called a cup of jealousy. They put slime. They put the same stuff in there you use to try to make bricks stick together in mortar. Huh? This what you thought about him? The man that loved you? The man that was willing to forgive you? The man that came to save you? I know you don't give a shit about me. Nobody didn't think about stuff like that, do they? Man, that stuff hurt my heart. It hurt my heart. Just looking at the kind of state we're in as a people. Just looking at how they framed so many people look like us and made us hate these people and leave these people out the hand. Y'all know, there are still Black Panther Party members still in prison for the murder of no one. You know what these people in prison for? Standing fighting for our equality. You know what they thought, Belinda? Surely, if some of us started it, surely if some of us got out here, the others would just follow. They had no idea that we would be the people that fight for them to stay in prison. I can't believe they taught the white people like that. What would Jesus do? We're in bad shape. I heard a lot lately. I heard a lot. My heart be heavy lately. Just, you know what it kind of like? It's just like I find myself being more like him in this a man acquainted with grief. Yeah. He putting up that. How does it not relate to you? When I see a black man gunned down shot, armed or unarmed, I just got to consider me. Because it's his discretion. He asks you, so you have a gun in the car? Yes, I do. Pop, 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 pop. Yep. Come on. Just be honest. They come, there's a gun in the car. Mm-hmm. He shot you. I just beat you to the draw. And I ain't got no conscience of the man wasn't doing it, the gun legal. I stopped the man for give the man his ticket. He was speeding so the man can go. He ain't been belligerent. He ain't moved around doing nothing threatening. He ain't called you effing punk, you sissy cracker. Man, go. I ain't trying to get involved with that. Keep going. I gave you a ticket. A lot of times people don't realize those tickets a lot of times giving. I know people say commerce, get money. Well, a lot of times those tickets, it's for your safety. I'll tell you why. Costing you financially make you smart to realize when your insurance go up and money you throwing away you ain't have to spend, slow down. Because you run this, I watch people all the time. I'm riding yesterday. All I'm seeing, who was in the car with me yesterday? Me and Dan. Folks on one wide slap over. I just back off. I said, nobody can, listen. I said, there's no way nobody else can change lanes. We going, soon we going, listen, traffic stop. They wide slap over. These bastards ran out the spreadway wide up. I said, this is the kind of food, because other people driving, I just looked, I'm clear. A couple of seconds later, shouldn't that be hardly here? Right. Next thing, a motorcycle coming 100-something miles an hour. This person get killed, I'm injured, we messed up, blow up, burn up, and we dead. And all we got here is, I'm sorry, I never intended for nobody to get hurt. You did. Because once you put yourself out here and you turn your car into a weapon. And you ain't think about, I used to drive when I was a teenager. You don't think that you get old and get smart. When y'all in these cars, you understand you taking other people's lives in your hand. You thinking you can handle something. You tell me when you driving, you know what everybody in every other car are thinking. And stuff don't even be clear. Zoom, 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 zoom. How you know what all them people thinking to go between them cars like that? When they do that on TV, it's staged. Those cars are sitting to a certain distance. That's a trained driver. That's not the actor, nigga. They thinking the actor is a race car driver. That's a professional, and their cars are staged and set up. They practice this, and stuff still goes wrong. Everything ain't about a cracker, a white man wants your money. Something to slow you down because they're trying to show you can hurt yourself as well as kill somebody else. And when you turn around with your car and you kill somebody else, this done went from a traffic situation to this is a criminal felony case. Use your heads. Use your heads, folks. There's a lot of war you ain't got to fight. Spend your time on the one that's productive, the welfare of our people. If you believe in self-preservation, preserving life, start with preserving yours by being smarter when you're on these streets. Y'all got me? Yes, start being smart and come down to your homes and your family. Start being smart and come down to your health. Don't get out here and march and tell them you with us and you full of cinnamon roll honey buns. You full of all this junk these folks keep putting this high fructose corn syrup messing up because you part of the same people killing us. You're an agent. You're not with us. See, come in showing these people that we are true about what we're doing starts with changing what we do. See, you can't go march and sit in this white man's face, sit up under the nuts of his great white man, which is an insult. They don't even like Lincoln. His stupidity. They don't even like Lincoln. And yet you son the nuts of him and sit in these white folks' face and beg for some type of liberty. You got to show self-preservation. You got to know how to push the plate back when he put it to you. He go to, I don't eat that. Don't do that. Can't trust. We got to start showing that we care about our welfare. Send your kid to school, start letting him get them lunch foods he get. You got to prepare the food for your kid. Your kid got to be able to think in there. Now start they give you, let me tell you something, mind-altering drugs can be put in food, people. When they get these terrorists, other people need people to talk, what you think? I'm going to give you some healthy, good welfare. I'm going to give you something that's going to put your behind out and make you talk. They get you started, keep your kid bouncing. I can keep winding them up, getting paperwork on that thing, you know, your kid out of school system. I'm going to load them up with sludge. Just like they gave you who's chocolate milk, ain't nothing but sludge in the darn carton. You drinking all the mess sitting at the bottom of it. Yep. We sit them here and we letting them give them something. We just got to get smarter. Yeah, it's going to take more time out your day. Yeah, you got to sit here and you got to try to prepare. You got to try to have. But that comes along with telling the man you're doing self-preservation. Go find out. How many of y'all go out to eat and have gone out to eat? How many Indians y'all seen in them restaurants sitting down and eat? I wonder why. He go on their own land and eat from themselves. Notice when y'all go out to all these places, you go, how many Indians you sitting there and eat with them? He said the white man is chicken mess. He won't trust him to eat it. Even though he done gave him casinos, even though he done gave him free fishing license, you know what he said? We had that. You didn't give us nothing. And I'm not finna sit down with you in no restaurant and let you feed me. I'm not a nigga. The Indian is his descendant who's stolen your identity. And he's not about to let his oppressor feed him. He done saw what happened. The man gave him wine, gave him drink, and he lost everything. He looking at wine, but how many of y'all gone to the liquor store before? How many of y'all seen Indians in there? Buying while you was in there? You seen an Indian in there before? What kind of Indian? A white Indian? He told you he was an Indian, you could tell he was an Indian. He probably been from India. Rare case of You already got people that'll break. But think about all the rest of us been going to the liquor store. I went to the liquor store for years. Never seen no Indians in there. Never seen no group of them in there buying from. A lot of these people going to give from their own. They start breaking away. They realize that's part of saying we're doing self-preservation. I can't sit here with this man and keep getting all my good from this man, then telling that man I'm doing self-preservation. We got to change how we operate. Y'all got me? You know how many dollars roll through this synagogue and y'all spend, you throw away, you mess up, and you go over. You don't realize none of that money is repeat money that go and cycle through you before it go back to your oppressor, which puts you set up as a potential person to land in the hands of your oppressor. Now what are you going to do about it? You will continue. The saga with your mama did it. Her mother did it. And your father did it. And your father did it. And their father did it. You have no, this is what eating from them, drinking from them have done for us over the course of time. What is your natural reaction? I'm listening. Nothing outrageous make you get up. You know what happened with Dawood? Let's look at something right quick. I'm trying to let y'all go. I could finish about Shumawal, Beth. See if it's 12 and 1. Might be 11 is what I want. Let me see what 12 and 1 say. Listen.
And Yahuwah sent Nathan unto Dawood, and he came unto him and said unto him,
y'all pay attention? What is it saying?
There were two Anus in one city.
You hear that? There were two men in one city. What happened?
The one rich and the other poor.
Y'all hear that? Two men in the city. One of them rich and another one poor. What happened?
The rich Anus had exceeding many flocks and herds.
Yeah.
But the poor Anus had nothing.
Y'all hear that? The poor man didn't have nothing. Come on.
Save one little ewe lamb.
Except one little ewe lamb. What happened?
Which he had bought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter.
Y'all hear that? What happened?
And there came a traveler unto the rich Anus, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd to dress.
He wouldn't take one from his own flock to dress it, to kill it for the traveling man. What happened?
To dress for the wayfaring Anus that was come unto him, but took the poor Anus lamb and dressed it for the Anus that was come to him.
What happened?
And Dawood's anger was greatly kindled.
You say he sat down and said, say on?
And Dawood's anger was greatly kindled.
What happened?
Against the Anus.
What happened?
And he said to Nathan,
what did he say?
As Yahuwah liveth,
yeah,
the Anus that have done this thing,
what happened?
Shall surely die.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. I got mine. Everybody else got to get theirs. Everybody got to try to protect your own. It's not my concern. See, a man like Dawood, you know what's interesting about a man like Dawood? That's a man after my own heart. He sat down and looked at all he had, his riches, his wealth, and how he sat to rule over the people. And when the prophet came to him to tell him about the story about the two men, one rich, another one being poor, one having exceedingly, and another one having almost nothing. The little he had, he loved, and that's all he had. And that the mere fact that the rich man would go and take the little that he had instead of taking from his own, and he killed it, he destroyed it. Dawood got so angry. And by the name of Yahuwah, he said, this man should die. Sandra Bland didn't have nothing. Frederick Gray didn't have nothing. Eric Garner didn't have nothing. These white people that killed him did. What's your judgment call?
Amen.
About a sheet. About a sheet. I'm sorry. Al Ashamut. Al Ashamut. 4 and 10. Listen.
And Moshe said unto Yahuwah, O my Yahuwah, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore.
2. Read it, chapter 2. Listen.
And there went an Anush of the house of Louis, and took to Nashim a daughter of Louis. And the Nashim conceived and bare a Ben. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months.
You had 2 and 10.
I'm sorry, 2 and 1. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son.
Yeah.
And she called his name Mashah. And she said, because I drew him out of the Ma'im.
Yes.
And it came to pass in those Yamim, when Mashah was grown, that he went out unto his Aki, and looked on their burdens.
Say a word about himself, Brandon.
He went out unto his Aki, and looked on their burdens.
He looked on their moose. Look how burdensome they were. What happened?
And he spied one of Mitzrayim smiting in Abari,
He happened
one of his
to
Aki.
look at a Mizraim that was striking one of his Aki. And what happened?
And he looked this way,
And
that way.
what happened?
And when he saw that there was no Anus,
He was looking. Nobody else did nothing. Some say he looked to try to make sure nobody else was looking. He did just like Yahushua did. Yahuwah did. He looked one way. He said, I looked, and there was no man. He said, therefore, my own hand, it brought salvation. That's what we found out about Yahuwah. He said, I looked, it was no man. What you got? 28th chapter, book of Yekaziel. $28, $22. So that's what I want. Other brother, I'm see if I want Yeshayahu. We'll come back to what you got. Don't give it. 50. Come on, give me this. 50.
And say, thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, behold, I am against thee, O Zidon, and I will be glorified in the midst of thee.
59. I'm going to say 59, 14. I'll find it. Listen.
And they shall know that I am Yahuwah when I shall have executed judgments in her and shall be sanctified in her.
Yes.
For I will send into her pestilence and blood into her street, and the wounded shall be judged in the midst of her by the sword upon her on every side, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah.
Come on.
And there shall be no more a pricking briar unto the house of Yasharal, nor any grieving thorn of all that are round about them that despise them, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah Elohim. Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, when I shall have gathered the house of Yasharal from the people among whom they are scattered, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen, then shall they dwell in their land that I have given to my servant Jacob, and they shall dwell safely therein, and shall build houses and plant vineyards. Yea, they shall dwell with confidence when I have executed judgments upon all those that despise them round about them, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah their Elohim.
Yes.
Chapter 29.
Give me a 22, 28. Listen.
And her prophets have daubed them with untempered mortar, seeing vanity and divining lies unto them.
Y'all hear that? Listen.
Saying, thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, when Yahuwah have not spoken.
Listen.
The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery, and have vexed the poor and needy. Yea, they have oppressed the stranger, Rasha.
Tell me that. You see that? Wrongfully. Or wrong. Remember touch out Rasha? They oppressed us wrongfully. Listen.
And I sought for a noose.
See that? I sought for a noose. To do what?
Among them.
To do what?
That should make up the head.
And do what?
Stand in the gap before me for the land, that I should not destroy it.
Y'all don't catch that either? That's why when they crucified Yahushua, they told it was one on the left and another on the right. I was looking for a man to make up the heads, to stand in the gap for the land, that I should not destroy it. What happened, son?
But I found none.
That's why I took y'all to the 28th chapter. He told you what he was going to do, because nobody else hadn't done it. I tried to give y'all opportunity. That's what Moshe was doing. He seen one of Mizraim hitting him. Well, he looked one way. You ain't going to do nothing? You ain't going to do nothing. It look like I got to do it. He done told you what happened. They done exercised robbery. Had they not robbed us? The prophet hadn't lied to us. They hadn't daubed up with untouchable more by giving us Jesus and just pray and wait and love and pray for your enemies. He said, well, I'm looking for a man. Why I can't get in the noose to stand in the hedge? To stand in the gap. Somebody make up for this stuff. For the land so I won't destroy it. He said, I can't find one. Same thing Moshe did. I try to get, I'm giving you a chance. Are you going to do something? Are you finna do something? Well, then I got to do it. Yeah. That's what we're looking at. When he's been looking for when we going to do something. Yeah. That way he told before, he said they'll all become unprofitable. He said just unprofitable. Nobody going to do nothing. Why is it that people you read the book, nobody taught you this? These Christian anti didn't taught you that. That old guy so angry, he said, whoever did this should die. Why die and then say, have mercy on him? Dawood found out later he was the man. But when Dawood heard it, he said, whoever did that should die. What should happen to whoever killed Sandra Bland, Eric Brown, Eric Garner? Any of these people been unarmed, the man in North Carolina. If these people, what should happen to the man?
Amen.
That's amazing. That's amazing. At the Ukanon, chapter 22. Go ahead and let me see something right quick. Only yesterday, y'all going to probably work with that. I'm going to try my mind trying to remember. But I'll get it. I guess they're going to turn to some kind of Black Lives Matter, huh? Let them tell it. I don't even realize it do matter. So this is 22 and 19. Let me see what that say. What's the last verse?
No, 22.
21, I'm sorry. 25, 11. We'll start at 19. Let me show you something. Listen.
This spake he, signifying by what death he should glorify Elohim.
Oh, well, bag me up and give me 17. Listen.
He saith unto him the third time, Kaf, Ben of Una, lovest thou me?
Y'all hear what he asked him? He said, you lovest thou me? What he told him?
Kaf was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me?
You remember we just talked about that? That thing grieved him, Leon. Because they asked me 3 times, do I love him? He know I love him. You know I love him. He said, what feed much? What he tell him to do now?
And he said unto him, Yahusha, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahusha saith unto him, feed my sheep.
Listen.
Verily, verily, I say unto thee,
This is what he said. Truly, truly, Leon, I'm going to say unto you. Tell him what happened, son.
when thou wast young,
Pay attention. When you was young, Cuff, what happened?
thou girdest thyself,
You girded yourself.
and walkest whither thou wouldest.
And you went where you wanted.
But when thou shalt be old,
Yeah.
thou shalt stretch forth thy hands,
And what happened?
and another shall gird thee,
And what happened?
and carry thee whither thou wouldest not.
Signifying what?
This spake he, signifying by what death he should glorify Elohim.
Listen.
And when he had spoken this,
What
he
happened?
saith unto him,
What did he say?
Follow me.
Listen.
Then Cuff, turning about, seeth the taught one whom Yahusha loved, following,
Come on.
which also leaned on his breast at supper, and said,
What he say?
Yahusha, which is he that betrayeth thee?
And what happened?
Cuff, seeing him, saith to Yahusha, What shall this Anus do? Yahusha saith unto him, If I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to thee? Follow thou me.
The reason why I brought this up is for a reason. When Cuff heard about him dying, and he want to know, and what's going to happen to the man that killed you? What's going to happen to the man that did you wrong? He had to tell him what to do. You just follow me. See, our natural instinct is protection. That's why when they took him, he cut the man's ear right off. He cut the man's ear off. That's our natural protection. We lost that day. We lost that. Because they done taught us that's wrong, that's criminal. He tell you what's criminal. Why ain't nothing criminal when it happened to you? You ain't never thought about that. Nothing criminal when it happened to you. It's investigative. Nothing never criminal when it happened to you. Only if you do something it's criminal. It's a criminal investigation, and it's a felony, and you're a criminal, and you're going to be looking at life in prison. Then they start giving you degrees, like you done no karate. 2nd degree, 1st degree. Taekwondo master. When they get through charging you, why these white folk don't get this stuff? Nothing insults us. 2 black men, police officers, have been arrested, have been charged with 2nd-degree murder from a white man who had prior criminal charges that struck their vehicle with his car. They shot his vehicle 17 times, killing a kid in the vehicle. And they are looking to go to prison. They've already been thrown. Where is the so-called fraternal order police to come and defend them and say, hold on, they have rights. They don't have to speak. We send an attorney, the captain of the police, state police, everybody done throw them to the wolves, said it was senseless. He told us, he said, I got a child, a son, and I can only imagine. He said, I'm still trying to figure out why they pulled him over. He calling it an outrage. Despicable. Eric Garner. You know what they told about Eric Garner? They say Eric Garner died because he didn't obey commands. I can't breathe. You bending me, taking me back, I'm going down the ground. I can't breathe. Y'all on my chest. I can't breathe. I stopped breathing. White people don't never stop. They still need handcuffs on a dead man. What were handcuffs on a dead man going to do? How did the man in North Carolina, how his pants came off? What was the purpose in front of this man while he on the ground, his kid, his pants down around his ankle? Handcuffed, dead. You already on frame the shoe. Because white people ain't never satisfied unless they totally demoralize you. They got it from your book. They got it from your book. Think how you had to look. You stand here, everybody got around you, and you naked. You know how embarrassing that is? They said a man, a queen was sorry. I can't believe they did this to me. Y'all got me naked and stripped in front of you like this? They never satisfied. Y'all don't think like this. I'm going to leave y'all alone. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all don't think like this. You don't see this could be you. You know the first thing I do when they take you to jail, they got to strip you down, strip search you. Everything about demoralize you. Open your butt cheek. I got to see if you got anything. Of course, if people bring, I need to demoralize you all the way. Come on, bend over. Hold your ankle, open your butt cheek. Open it up. This white man got inspected. It's funny if you ain't never been. Oh, you're going to have to do it, though. You go tell him, you got to open that butt cheek. Oh, you can let one of them niggas tell you what they ain't going to do today. They ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. Okay, nigga, you going to open him up. He tell you to make it talk, you finna make it talk. Them joker beat your behind. Everything about demoralize you to the lower degree. Stripping you down. And I ain't justifying about being no criminal. Please don't think I'm saying that. I'm just talking about how a lot of things have been put into play to really just demoralize us to the lowest levels. So we don't even care. It don't affect me. I want to just move my family somewhere safe. You ain't never safe long you're on the white rule. That's your problem. White rule keeps stretching. White rule come to other countries. White rule invade. White rule infringe upon. You never get away from white rule till you learn how to establish yourself to become a people. You ain't never free. Oh, you gonna be free, and you ain't even free in a casket because they got you enclosed in. They ain't even the way we bury. We ain't even putting in no casket. We wound the body up and we put in an open cave. He can get up and walk around now when he got up. The nigga got you put that, then put a stone on there. They got you like you. Why they got to put that big stone? Nigga already 6 foot. You know what they did? Unless you get out in the last state of you be worse than the first. They don't pay attention to do that. What the purpose when I got to put a stone on you too? That's what we did to Yahushua. To make sure he didn't get out. That way we can keep him, hold him fast. They don't want the last state of you getting up to be worse than the first. Y'all don't realize y'all scare white people. That's why they kill you. You scare white people. You just don't know how intimidating you are. You know, different shades. How you so resent, you bounce back. He can make and create something you can pull in and pick it up and show him how it works and show him where the defects and faults at. He been trying to get in your mind for the longer run study. Your athlete, they make helmets with stuff put on and let them do exercise. Come on, put all these monitors on you. I need you to run in place. Come on for a minute. What's that? Stick all these monitors on them. I need you to run. Just give me a little like. This nigga should have passed out by now. He's still beating. Heart rate ain't up where it need to be. That's fine. That's fine. Send this in the database. Tell me how you did. Everything all right. Because we need to know. Go and ask them for the medical record. They'll make you sign paper for them record. They're going to run you through some loop. Why you need them? We can send them where you need them to go. Y'all have no idea how we've been played. No other race had to deal with us like us. Nobody. Nobody can understand our plight. Nobody. It's just impossible until you actually walk in and deal with it on a day-to-day basis. When you watch the century of years of the disrespect, of just everything these people have done to us, you can't help but to become angry at some point. You can't help but to sing and cry out. Even with Yahushua, how long is he gonna stay up there? You know it's bad. Even with Yahushua having position, having the rule, having favor, even eventually he had to cry out. Even he had to cry out. I mean, look, how much can it take? I got to stay hid from my people. I got to stay silent to my people and privately help them. When can we ever open our mouths and do something and not look as the hated people because we're doing what every other nation do for their people? Put a Hispanic, you can put a Chinese or whatever you want in office. They're going to do something for their people. Now you can take it how you want it. You put an Italian, and an Italian going to do something for their people. When we get in here, we prove and go extra and above to disgrace and humiliate, to make our people the lowest and to show white people that you can trust us and use at any time to degrade and depopularize our people. It's bad. It's bad. These rulers don't care about nobody. Even the rulers of Mizraim. You know what he had Yahushua and he allowed him to do? Yahushua bought everybody property from them. He bought everybody goods from them. And they went and cried to Pharaoh. You know what Pharaoh told them? Go to him. See, these people think their rulers care about them. They don't even care about you. You would think he would say, hold on for a minute. What that nigga do? He took y'all what? He told him, go to him. See, all Obama is, in a sense, is kind of like Yahushua. They use him to break us down, to demoralize and take from us. They tell you, go to him. See, we got to get conscious. The word is about consciousness. It's about consciousness. It enriches dog-human people. When they taught it to us, they broke us down. Man, look at him. Ain't got no water, ain't got no grocery, done lost my job. Nigga happy. Why wouldn't you go and take you some water and some food? Who took it from you? Who beat you and manipulated you out of it? When Shamshon looked at he had to pay his debt, he took it from the people that manipulated him. Nobody taught him that day. No, it ain't about that. See, he's wrong. He trying to teach people about taking. It's wrong. He look at the people that manipulated him, the people that tricked him. How many people he went and took from had done it wrong? The man who Moshe killed, when they told you about that? He saw one of his people being treated wrong. He saw one of his people. He broke off his relationship from Mizraim. He separated himself. He was not going to be called a citizen of Mizraim. I'm of the Abari. Y'all all right? Yes, sir.
Amen.
Where are all these black conscious rappers at now? Where are all these black conscious actors? When they do speak, some of them speak well, but you got to listen to the whole format. Jesus come. Prayer come and march. Watch them. It's subliminal for I still got a master. I got to get them thinking somebody for him. Watch it. If Jesus is in there, you really don't know what you're saying. And pray in that form and don't hate their agent. An agent can take you so far. How many of y'all seen The Matrix? Beautiful, beautiful. How many of y'all familiar with The Matrix? What am I cutting? Steak. I know this ain't a steak. My mind, but you know what? In my mind, it's a steak. I'm going to sell the man out. You know how many niggas sitting here in the Matrix? They know this is not equality or freedom, but they've convinced themselves in their mind that it is. And they're going to convince you to stay oppressed by this devil. I ain't never used devil so much in my life. I'm so disgusted. I am disgusted. I'm watching more agents than I'm seeing friends. I'm listening to a man, that's all right. Okay. Then that brother slipped Jesus or something now, a prayer, Marge. I said, agent. They got to get somebody to come out and look like they would have. Just like Yehuda, he was an agent. He was an agent, he worked for the government. They don't think about stuff like they do. That's new now. They need somebody inside. Somebody inside that could try to sit there and try to take down the movement. That's what they did. At eventually, what happened? Just like the Black Panther Party, they separated. They dispersed. You see, y'all don't pay attention, but the good man had known. He would have watched. He wouldn't have suffered the organization be split up. Now see what happened up? We be thinking we doing a friend and a help to these people by telling them everything we know, giving them information, trying to prove them something. They don't like you. They don't like you. I don't care what they don't want you. This is not all of them. But I'm talking about for the system opera, they don't like you. If this is my end, I just want to take down all the bad blacks. I'm going to hire you to come and help just the bad ones, not the good ones, the bad ones. Why ain't usually, how many people I got to work to take down the bad whites?
Amen.
Why I need you to help me take out all the bad blacks? How do you distinguish who is who? Because you grouping people. So I say all white people, they say, oh, no, not all white people. A few. Then how all black people bad? How all black organizations bad? See, we don't even think to question. Before you make decision, you need to be conscious. You need to be, in the book, even with Shaul, he said, I trust that you are able to decide in your conscience whether or not we friend or foe. We've been having a lot of stuff happen. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully I'll lead some conscious people in my death. Hopefully I'll lead some people that have a mind of themselves, for themselves to sit down and think rationally, make a rational judgment. Don't let nobody influence you. You know, any information you get is going to play a part on what decision you make, but please be conscious. Please make sure you look at everything. Please look at the people that come to give you the information and just look at their presentation. Look at them. Ask them about the same thing they come to tell you about. They give you their Christianity philosophy. Is there anybody need to die? Ask these anybody. No, nobody need to die. Some have been lying on it. Well, I mean, let me rephrase. There are some bad people. It's to their discretion. Your book even declares about death. They that ate of the tree, they were going to surely die. Death is a part of life. Something cycles out to cycle something else in. We just want equality, right? Man. We just want preservation, right? We just want what belongs to us, right? Then we have to stand to defend it. That's why they got a flag. That's why they got a constitution. That's why they got a military. That's why they have a police. That's why they go, because they're there to defend what they believe. Now, what you saying you believe, what do you have to defend it? That's what I thought. You can't form your own, but they let the Indians form their own. They let everybody, the only people they're afraid of is you. See, that's the only reason why they don't let you do it. They're afraid of you. They know them people ain't nobody. That's their own people. That's why Chuck Connor, he could play a rifleman, then he could play a Cherokee Indian. Because they're all white. Everybody know who you are. You start empowering yourself with your hairdo. In the 1970s, they don't know how white folks are afraid of us. They start seeing all them afro pop out in the 70s. They didn't grow up in the 70s. Blacks started wearing dashikis. How many of y'all remember that dashikis were popular? Listen, when that time you seen a Stace Afro commercial? Afro Sheen commercial. Man said it dominated television. Jet Magazine was popular for us. Ebony. Now you miss him. TV Guide, he was still rolling. They wiped you out because they start seeing you becoming too conscious. Blacks were doing this number to each other. Blacks were wearing big afros and picks and not buying so many combs. Blacks were doing braids and cornrows. They were wearing dashikis. They were listening to black music. James Brown would tell you, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. They took him down. That became the fall of James Brown. Niggas didn't even know that. How many of y'all didn't know that? They shot that nigga in the foot. Running his mouth when Dr. King got shot, and he withstood. I knew about that photo movie. I don't know, y'all be watching no movie junk. All I tell you everything. James Brown withstood these folks doing a concert he had to do in Baltimore. They looked at that with too much power, stopping Black from riding and telling, hey, we don't need to be acting like that. He should have kept cutting up. Should have snatched that nigga off that stage. Right. Man done sat here in the photo and told he was an icon. He was an icon and a legend. These white folk done gunned him down. Then a nigga worried about sliding in his shoes and told everybody to stop it. We don't need to be acting like that now. I come to the concert and we're going to act like we got some sense. We got a king been killed. What kind of sense we supposed to use, Mr. Brown? Now that nigga dead. Took that nigga radio station, took that nigga jet, took everything from that nigga. Anytime you stood defending white folk, it always cost you, as Joe Louis. It ain't never paid off. Just tell me somebody done kissed they behind and paid off. Give me one of them. Joe Louis left his family what? Dead broke. When is it paid off defending these people? You put your life on the line with these people, come out defend these people, how good these people, and they still take you for everything you got. I'm tired. I'm getting old. Just tired. It's just like beating a dead horse, man. You ain't getting no. Just beating that horse, telling it to get up and run. That horse ain't gonna run no race. It don't care no more. We don't care. It don't even matter. It don't even matter that the future of our people are sitting beside us, in front of us, and across from us. And there is no future for them. Prison, homosexuality, drug dealers, rapists, prostitutes. If they're going to survive, then they're going to give them conscious rappers. They're going to tell them, nigga got to do what a nigga got to do. And the white man going to pay him to sell up poison music seller of lies, or, dope, he done kill people. He rapped about it. Yeah, the police let you do that. They let you make rap about people you kill because there's no statute of limitation on murder, and they don't even come get you. Make a fool out of niggas. You people waiting to get our kids, make prey out of our kids. Let me see what 59 and 14 say. And we'll finish up that, all our shamut. I'm about to work with it a little bit. Sometimes we put on breastplates like a, see if it's 59, 14. Let me see what I want. Yes, Yahoo. No. Let me see what 59, 14 say. Listen.
And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off.
Y'all hear what happened? Judgment is turned away backwards. Judgment standing so far off is ridiculous. Look at, is it not telling the truth? Yep. Tell me, what we say, the system is backwards. The system corrupt. This was written way before we got him. Before this country was ever stolen from us and established. And yet he told you how these people operate. Where's judgment at when they come down for us? It's too far off. Listen.
For truth is fallen in the street.
So when they cut Yahusha down, I want to wait like that. And say him put the truth right. He told you, I am the way and the life. Truth was falling in the street. Listen what happened.
And equity cannot enter.
He said injustice couldn't even enter. What happened?
Yea, truth faileth.
And what happened?
He that departeth from evil
doeth what?
Maketh himself a prey.
If you start saying you're finna break away from that cruel master, break away from that sister, you do know you just became a terrorist. You do know you just made a criminal statement, or those are criminal acts. If you say you want to depart from evil, do you not know you just made yourself a prey? Listen what happened.
And Yahuwah saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
You saw what happened? It displeased him that he saw that there was no judgment. What happened?
And he saw that there was no anus.
I can't imagine what happened after that. He saw it. He saw it. So ain't nobody gonna do nothing. He sat back looking, and the stuff got him out like Dawood. So this stuff don't reach the upper management. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Truth doesn't fall in the street, David. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't judgment fall off. Everybody that try to get away from doing wrong, they want to becoming prey. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. When he saw it, that there was no, what was the sign?
And he saw that there was no man.
And what happened?
And wondered that there was no intercessor.
So what happened?
Therefore his arm brought salvation.
Let's go ahead and tell the truth. The yard, his hand. What did it do, son?
Brought salvation.
And tell him what else it did.
Unto him.
And what else happened?
And his Sadiq.
What did it do?
It sustained him.
That's why when he walked in, he want to show him his hands. Nobody else want to do this. Let's go ahead and look at all our shamut. I'm going to try to let y'all go. I didn't talk long. I don't know what y'all don't know. Hey, Pastor, I don't know what Smith believed. I believe your mama should have locked her knees. I believe she should have twisted at least twice. Once she'd have broke your neck, she should have twisted twice, slung your ass up against the wall. That's what you do to her ass. You're supposed to break his neck. Then sling that ass up against the wall. Splat. Listen.
And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no anus, he slew the man from Mitzrayim and hid him in the sand.
I wonder how he did that. Who know how he did it? With the yard. With the yard of correction. That's it. He put the yard on him. When he looked, when nobody ever there, he said that I'm going to use my hands to do it. I'm going to use my yard to do it. Which made Musha an intercessor. Huh? Which made Musha a Husha. Because he delivered the man. He was a savior. People don't even see that. Huh? 18. Dabarim. All our head Dabarim. Other one, you're going to finish me at your Ukanon. Five and 39. All our head Dabarim, 18:18. Listen.
I will raise them up a prophet.
Y'all see what happened? What did he say he's going to do now?
I will raise them up a prophet.
So y'all hear what he's going to listen to? He's going to do? He's going to raise them up a who?
Prophet.
Like who?
From among the Aki.
Yeah.
Like unto thee.
So he's going to be like unto him. I'm trying to figure what he's going to do. Is something going to be like that similar? Will like be similar? So when he's seen, amazing, when Moshe seen his Aki suffering from the Mizraim, he wound up looking one nobody, he wound up killing him. So the man he gonna rise up, gonna be doing a lot of praying, a lot of marching and protesting, making signs. And then he called the son of Daoud. We done heard about how poor we are, how these people done took of ours and not of their own. Daoud said this man should die. Now he was called the son of Daoud. I'm just wondering what kind of man we gonna get, Dave. I'm confused. I can't wait for old peaceful Martin Luther King to get back in. Probably gonna sing "We Shall Overcome" 15 times. The man said he gonna do what now?
I will raise them up a prophet from among the Aki, like unto thee, and will put my Dabarim in his mouth.
What happened?
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
What happened?
And it shall come to pass
that what happened?
Whosoever,
I don't know what that means. Whosoever
will not hearken unto my Dabarim.
What happened?
Which he shall speak in my name.
What he gonna do?
I will require it of him.
And one writer, he told you they're gonna be smitten. He gonna kill them. He gonna kill them. Everybody that won't hear a word, he gonna kill them. That's gonna be the requirement. I'm gonna kill you. If you don't hearken, you don't listen to his word, I'm gonna kill you. Look at the man's bloodline. The man come from a long list of killers. Abraham. The man come from a long line. It's in his gene pool. Are y'all all right? I don't want to talk. He come from the tribe of Yehuda. We killed before. And we took Simeon, our brother. We knew he would kill him. Huh? Simeon and Levi. The man come from the tribe. The man done took instruments of cruelty or in their habitation. You don't want to come into our secret. Huh? Man, we will dig down a wall. What are y'all doing? When the people anger Moshe, he only called one tribe. He called him Louis. Take every man his sword and slay his brother. So you are going to bestow a blessing upon you. This is going to be a blessing. Y'all don't know nothing about this book. I just know what these folk done told you from Christianity. I made all this up, huh? How do these people teach you these lies all these years? To be passive. This Sunday, we're going to turn all our guns in. Give y'all $50 stifling so you can get your kids something to eat. They practice it in that's how they knew how to practice it when they did it to the Iraqis. When they started, what they did? They brought their guns. I love this thing. That book, right? Amen. I just get so angry and disappointed on the fact I got to look at everybody that taught me, everybody that convinced my mind to sit around and love some that hate me. Sit around and follow and get under to some that mistreat me and kill me. I got to wonder, what was your agenda? You're an agent. That's what they kept looking out for when they was in the Matrix. I'm in the Matrix, Brother Alvin. You know what I got to be watching out for? Agents. They everywhere. Agents. They could transform to look like us. Agents. They want to try to destroy Zaun. They're trying to take down Zaun. That's their whole attribute. You got to watch it. There's agents everywhere. Stole that movie from a black woman. White man published and put it out and changed the colors again. They dangerous, man. How many of y'all didn't know a black lady wrote that? A black woman wrote that whole thing. She wrote it. She found one of her friends was white. Her friends told about it. So you know that's that movie you wrote. She gave it to them to try to get it published. Nobody want to watch that junk. They got up to Matrix 2 and 3. That's why they ain't made no more. She sued them. White people didn't even tell you nothing about it. How many of y'all didn't know? How many of y'all didn't know she sued them? That's why you don't see no more of them. I'm just wondering, if they took the story she gave them, told her that nobody wanted it, and they went and made moves and changed it, and she never knew unless somebody told her, I wonder if that's the only thing they ever did. I'm thinking that that's probably the only story they ever got that they went and changed the names of people. What you say, Boston? The book. I couldn't imagine them doing nothing like that, Boston. You think too negative, and that's just not the Christian spirit. Took the Matrix, changed the thing up, went and sat out here and got the Matrix, what, 2 and 3 maybe? Whole time, this is her story that she gave them. What you think they did when they got your story? Put some white people here and let their hair grow out and told you they're Indians. When Indian means you're indigenous to the land, which you were, you're an Indian. You're a native. They told you a native. I always talk about the native, show you the white folk. Then they call the people in Africa natives. I'm confused. Because you're the natives. You're native to the land. All he did was got your story and changed the characters. He rewrote it and gave it back to him, Solomon, and sold it to him for $16.95 with popcorn. Get a bucket for free popcorn every time you come in. Nigga done paid $30-something for a bucket. You know how much it costs for some kernels to make popcorn? Almost nothing. Do you know corn is the cheapest refuge of food you can get? It's a filler. You know how stupid you are about popcorn? Smitty got hit. Let me tell you why, though. I'm going to sell you a bucket for $25. Every time you come to the movie, you can get free popcorn. How can I afford to do that, Solomon? I got to heat this popcorn up and but the butter costs more than the popcorn. Every time you come, Solomon, I'm going to just reload the bucket. This is the same food I give cows because I can't afford to get them grass and hay. But for whatever reason it is, I can't grass everywhere, Solomon. Do you know they can't afford to give cows grass making, but they can afford to give them corn? Grass grow natural. You have to grow corn. Now, what did this tell you about corn? They said a nigga coming a mile away. Let me get this straight. I'm going to pay you $16, $17 for this bucket. Every time I come, I can get popcorn. Every time, reload. Boy, they sure make a fool out of it. You know they give corn too? Pigs. They give it to pigs. It's you to clean them out. You can't even digest corn. That's why I can give it to them. I give it to cows. How can it be cheaper than grass? Grass just grows, Darryl. I can't afford to get them grass, but I can afford to give them corn. Till they feel. I got silos full of corn. Our people don't think. They don't even think about it. Grass, listen, you know what them silos said? In the midst of fields and acres of grass. Why not let them cows eat the grass? Too expensive. Feed them corn. That's what you feed something you finna slaughter. Why you think they give them popcorn? Let a nigga laugh and jiggle and corn run on in there. They just sitting there looking. That man just looking. You think the movie looking, you look at the movie look at you and say, I'm finna kill all them niggas. Finna kill all of them. We just don't think they do. That man been killing us for the longest. If corn is what you get animals to clean out that you finna kill, why am I getting corn? Why you sell me corn? I wonder, Solomon, if corn is what they use to give animals they finna slaughter, right? Why you give me corn? I'm so stupid. Maybe I'm finna die. Maybe you finna kill me. Why am I getting potassium chloride when that goes into the death penalty syrup? Why you getting to me, Leon? Because I'm finna kill you, Leon. That's the only reason I give you potassium chloride, because I'm trying to kill you. And I put it in your water. I put it in your baby formula. Why, I wonder, though? I want to do the government know anything about this. Y'all take this video and show it to everybody you know and tell them. You know they're going to tell you? Oh, God already put in my spirit about that. As soon as he started talking, he been gave me the unique ability. I can pick stuff up as soon as I hear it. God said, don't receive that. What have I lied about? What I told y'all today concerning how they doing us, what we're doing, you living in it. You deal with it. And you ask yourself this, if a nigga like me ain't never been to college, I did attend West Georgia University for a short period of time while I matriculated back to the street. But if I have this type of information, what do other people know?
Amen.
Then you got to ask yourself, why they ain't told you this? Now, when you sit and talk to these people, they say, yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I know about that. Then what are you doing? That's more scary, Chris. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I know about that. And you still see them drinking. I got to watch you. I got to watch you. That's dangerous. The book said that he didn't know to do good and don't do it. You didn't believe what he said. Man, that's sin. That is just pure sin. It's time to get conscious. It's time to become alert. They finish up at 5:39. We don't finish up. 5:39, I'm trying to let y'all go. Kofar is almost over. But guess what? Is it over? Every day. Every day we got to get the flesh and bring it into subjection.
Amen.
Every day. Kofar has just started now because we got more information. See, all these people group together, all they got is don't eat and don't drink. They ain't got the premise that this is what they count on. They count for you just go through the motion. You have no idea what you actually entered into. See, we understand it now. We understand, so we can overstand. Now you got a commander while you're resisting. How many of y'all, your body been calling for water, calling for food? How many of y'all been resisting? So now when your body calls for lying, stealing, adultery, lusting, cheating, what you gonna do? That urge that it's gonna call to do those things you used to do is as strong as the urge you have to want to eat and drink. But you resist it. Let this mind be in you. That's what he learned when he went up to fast. He's going to be on that too a long time. I'm going to need all word, Leon. For what I'm going to have to go through, what I got to do, I'm going to need the word. That's why I keep trying to make sure we keep going over this and understanding, understanding, overstanding what's happening out here. This affects you. See, everything I'm trying to arm your mind with, the information, so when you walk outside them doors, you're going to fight a warfare. This is war, people. Make no mistakes. We are at war. What they tell y'all with the terrorists? What they tell you we are? We're at war with the terrorists. Even though you don't see it, what they say? They out there. You are at war. Sin is out here, folks. The destroyer of our people are out here. These people out here killing us, and you need to be conscious so you know what to avoid. You need to know what's friend and what's foe. You got to learn how to tread. He done told us you're going to learn how to tread among serpents. And I got snake. I can't just go through. I got to know how to walk. I'm treading on serpents. It don't take nothing to get bit. I got to know how to walk. I'm walking on serpents. Snakes everywhere. I just can't be walking blindly. I got to know how to keep my step. My feet got to be held. I'm dealing with snake deceptive people all around me from every race and culture. I can't afford to come here and walk like a fool. I got to walk wise. I'm trying to redeem the time. Days are evil. Thank people. Tell something I tell Ella every time she had me do something. What I would tell her? Use your head. Use your head. So I know how she thinks. She'll think to do and think later of the recovery or the recompense of it. Use your head. I tell you before you do, use your head. Once you know what you're dealing with out of him, you got a better walk. I ain't expecting nothing from none of these people out here. I know I'm walking among serpents. Huh? I'm walking among serpents. When I least expect, they wasn't going to latch on. Get what I got to do. Shake that venomous animal off. Till I shake that junk back up in the fire. I know what I'm dealing with out here. I'm working, picking up a stick. What I'm going to latch out a stick. They're the sky they sell to look like a stick. They're the sky they sell to look like one of us. They're the sky themselves say, Shalom. You, what, Shalom? Brother, you operate? Now watch everybody. You got to watch him. He done told you going to come to you in lambskin. But underneath, raven wolves. They're going to come wearing this skin, this look, saying some bad things. Oh, I heard something. I heard you say Yahusha? Yeah, that's what I said. Is that what you heard? Pull you in and reel you in. We got to watch everybody. They suspect. Y'all hear me? You know what was good with Yahusha? He could discern. People ask him questions, before he answered, he'd discern. What's your intent? He could discern every time. He knew, I got to watch these people. These people will come to you, man, they'll say some stuff, you got to watch them. What's your point? They come to me, ask me a question, I be looking. Why are you looking at me like that? Just looking. I got to discern what answer you trying to get. A lot of times they don't know. By the time they ask their question, I'm already got an answer for them. They be trying to figure out how I answer so quick. I already done discern them. I take strong meat. I don't eat no milk. I don't drink no milk. They'll tell you, y'all see me with milk right now? Before I told them about the milk, was I drinking milk? My kids, I've been cut that junk off. I got some titty milk, but that's around the house. That's all legal too, and clean. I had to have meat. Meat belonged to them that are strong age, full age. I had to be able to, by reason of use of exercise, I got to be able to discern. That's what Yahushua did. He was able to discern people. Huh? Even the friends of Yehuda had that kind of sin. When Tamar tried to tell them that they found that she was pregnant, they were coming to burn her with fire. But she told them, I asked you, discern. For whatever reason, they didn't kill her. Discernment was right. That's his stuff. You've been with him. You good. That's the same thing they did with Yahushua, with cuffing them. When he tried to tell them the 4 and 11, Acts of the Apostle. I'm trying to let y'all go. Let y'all go so y'all can go lay down and think about how much y'all want to eat and drink. If you put your mouth on that water fountain when that sun dropped, there will be a thrust of elbow in the back of your neck. Act like you done lost your mind and put your mouth on that water fountain. There's going to be a big blow right to the back of your head. And if you should fall and die, you will be in that ditch with your pants pulled down with 4 crack rocks balled and thrust in your hand, a pipe and a lighter in the other one. The police will already know they look at it. This is drug related. You got snatched somebody's dope, ran off, tripped and fell inside the sewer, and case closed. And they'll come apologize for the inconvenience that you died in our sewer. Listen.
This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders.
Which is did what?
Become the head of the corner.
Neither.
Is there Husha in any other?
For there
is none other name under Shamaim given among a noose whereby we must be saved.
You know what's amazing about that? Who knows what's amazing about that statement? There's none other name given. Anything y'all can think about? Is it in your phone, Dave? I see you looking down at it. Is it going to come up? What'd you say? He says a song now. There's no other name. Come in. At the 1919, your Ukanon. Your Ukanon, 1919. Listen.
And Pilate wrote a title and put it on the tube, and the writing was Yahusha of Nazareth, the Malach of the Yahudim.
Y'all hear what the title was? Yahusha HaMashiach, the Malak of the Yahudim. And what happened?
This title then read many of the Yahudim.
Why?
For the place where Yahushua was crucified was nigh to the city.
Which was near to the city. What happened?
And it was written in Abari and Greek and Latin.
What happened?
Then said the Rosh Kohan of the Yahudim to Pilate.
Then said the head Kohan to Pilate. What happened?
Write not the Malak of the Yahudim.
But right what?
That he said, I am Malak of the Yahudim.
What did Pilate say?
Pilate answered, what I have written, I have written.
At 4 and 10, Acts of the Apostle. Listen.
Be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Yasharal, that by the name of Yahushua HaMashiach of Nazareth,
y'all hear this? By the name of Yahushua HaMashiach of Nazareth,
whom you crucified,
whom
Elohim raised from the dead,
yeah,
even by him doth this anew stand here before you whole.
Who is this?
This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders,
which is did what?
Become the head of the corner.
Which will be the Rosh. Listen.
Neither is there Husha in any other.
See that? Neither is there salvation in any other. Tell them why.
For there is none other name under Shamayim.
Now you can see why Pilate couldn't change it. That's why he said, what I've written, I've written. You couldn't put another name under Shamayim. That's where he was. He was right under Shamayim. And there was no other name that you could put. He says, none other name. There's no other name. Where?
Name under Shamayim given among a noose, whereby we must be saved.
See how much sense that makes? See, this is a statement. It makes sense. The mere fact that the name was put there. Listen.
Now, when they saw the boldness of Cuff and Yahukanan.
Pay attention. When they saw the boldness of who?
Cuff and Yahukanan.
What did they do?
And perceived that they were unlearned.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say discerned. That they were what?
Unlearned.
And what else?
Ignorant anus.
What happened?
They marveled.
Then what?
And they took knowledge of them.
That they did what?
Had been with Yahusha.
The discernment. Of course, I'm going to look stupid and dumb and uneducated to you, but you know who I'm with. See, even they was able to discern. That's why he told her that you need to put a difference. That's why people can't tell. Y'all know why we hadn't gone through the real warfare. Because to be truthful, we hadn't took no real stance. We telling people it's something like what we in. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Well, you can say that. Not them. The mere fact that they wouldn't go to what they were saying and wouldn't agree, they was dumb and ignorant. They called them dumb and ignorant because they didn't go along with what they were doing. You go along with what they do, you much too smart. See, once we keep taking on more of our identity, more knowledge of the word, it's going to make us separate from these people. It's going to. There's no way around it. Because you just get such a distaste for them. I'm being honest. It's going to make you separate from these people and want your own. It's got to. That's what it's supposed to spark. How's that going to build you to make you to get out another nation? You're going to wind up having to despise the other nations around you. When you look at how these people, your book even told you how people met us. You know how we were taught we came out with the Moabites, related to us. I'm coming out, I'm thirsty. You ain't give me no water, you ain't getting in. That's how quick it worked for us. He seen me coming, he should have met me. Huh? When Yahushua came, y'all didn't pay attention, they gave him drink. Give him opportunity, they can be saved. You want to give me some. Huh? They done seen the man come. They seen us come out. They didn't meet up with nothing to drink. You're not getting in. That's how we work that quick. You're not getting in. See, it's to everybody's benefit to try to care about my welfare. But you don't care about your welfare. You don't make people want to care about your welfare. You displaced, you scattered, you've been given bogus information, you've been taught to hate yourself, your skin, your hair texture, your look, your identity. You've been given a false premise concerning your past. He's giving you his story concerning your past. All I want to know, how you going to give me my story you going to tell me your story and say that's mine. And I got a class where they teach me history. I'm going to say it quick, history. When it's broken down, his story. You were monkey apes and baboons and climbing and scratching yourselves and you had green. When you seen a monkey and an ape with a green monkey? When you ever seen an ape with a monkey? Apes and monkeys don't even corrugate together. It makes no sense. They don't even congregate. Two different species. You will never see monkeys and apes together. Even on Tarzan movie, they went together. But the white man wrote up his story and gave it us and said, that's your story. That's your story. Tell you to start out is his. If I say something is his, if I say, ask me who this is his. What am I saying? This is giving ownership, possession, control. Am I correct? It's his. Now, he wrote something. It's a story. Ask me whose story it is. It's his. Now, you can go to school and sit him, and he going to teach you his story. And guess what they're going to become then? You don't believe it when I go so many years ago. A historian. I'm going to become an expert in telling his lies. Nigga, please.
Amen.
I done shook myself as I did before time. See, once I broke away, I could shake myself. I get my conscience. I was asleep. That's how they was able to come in on me and get me. I was asleep. But once I woke up, even Charles, he knew when he brought, to gather himself always came with him running out, separating. That's how he got himself together. He couldn't jump up and fight it now. You can't jump and fight in another man's house. He would jump up and he would run out and shake himself and get himself together. I got to get myself together. It makes sense to anybody? You've been trying to gather and get yourself together in that man's house. We got some work to do. We got a lot of work. Lot of work. That's why we've been here putting in this kind of time. I would love to come in and give y'all 20, 30 minutes. We go in. Readers will be glad. Everybody be finished and be gone. But just look at how much of our life we don't know about. Y'all know what's going on right now on a beautiful Sunday? What's the day, Sunday still? I know I'm lost. I thought it was Sunday. Well, they getting ready for Monday Night Football tonight. Business are going to still work. He gave these people some daytime off and make them think they got something. He had to regroup himself. He got stuff he got to change, stuff he got to fix, stuff he got to impute and put. He got stuff going on when people shut down. Because when stuff shut down, there's still people working. People working. I need you to shut down. I need you to relax. I need you to take it easy. Enjoy yourself. I'm working. People can't wait Friday. Get off early. Go ahead and go. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Y'all, you to work at 5. You work hard, go ahead and go so you get your weekend started early and go. Sunday, do your football. I'm still working. Still working. Plotting, planning for the assassination, for the capture of you people. He's never stopped working. He never stops working. He's always working. He getting the school system, making sure things are going, making sure the teachers getting ready, teacher work, they're getting these teachers ready, making sure curriculum going, making sure people on point, making sure the indoctrination is still being imputed in our kids. Teach them on the greatness of the country, teach them the pledge, teach them to do all these things, teach them to trust, eat school lunch, do school programs, do projects, everything they're doing, just keep working and spending, got you going, running. Whole school year, everybody know, the school year for parent is just really equipped with you running, going, and most of these teachers will project you to done death. Assignment you to death. And you can't wait on the summer so you can get a break and finally get a break, but then you realize your kid need to try to stay ahead because there's other kids getting ahead of your kid, so kids need to stay ahead. Then some of you go ahead and you relax. While you're doing all that, I'm still applying for the next year. Us a new curriculum and it's a new standard I'm going to set for your kids. Your kid ain't going to meet. I'm setting up curriculum programs so I can sit and I can diagnose your kids so I can get them shots. I can get them injections. Kids are sick. We need to get the flu shots in the school because too many kids. Will y'all parents who got kids in daycare and elementary school, will you raise your hand? Will you not admit that one of the problems you have is your kids getting mixed in with other kids and these kids getting sick and your kids getting colds and stuff? Will y'all agree with that? Well, all right, then we need to get the flu shot in the schools. I'm confused, Princess. Y'all just say y'all kids get sick from other people's kids in school. Then we need to institute some shots. So these kids can stay in school so parents can work. These shots are going to affect our kids. This man's always working. Come on, people in daycare, they all complain. I'm paying my money. I still got to pay if my kid don't go. Am I correct, daycare people? Still got to pay even if they don't go? What you need your kid to do? Be in daycare. I got a shot for that. Jobs are coming out now and they doing medication. Jobs are coming and doing shots. Jobs are offering free. Y'all gonna see, a lot of y'all finna lose these jobs because they finna instrument come in and tell y'all how to get these shots. So these people can't miss in work because people coming sick. Done it, this junk, I ain't got no more sick day to be using on these niggas. Let's bring the flu shot in. These are projects. They need to get them in the hands of people. Corporations are going to get them, and corporations are going to get them to people. And you're going to see your bosses get them, and they're going to be getting the shots just like you thought your baby actually drank that milk out of that bottle. Because these people are designed to play with us. They're designed to break us down. A weak nation is a nation you can always turn to slaves. They got to keep us weak. An uneducated nation is a people you can always make a fool of. That's why they don't let people like me get on TV, and these folks don't want me out here. They don't want me talking like this. I started calling people agents. Started exposing people, too much stuff. People don't want to think about, you scaring the kids. You got them thinking we can't eat and can't drink nothing. It's to that point. We're getting to that point. It's survival. That's what the book taught us to do, to survive. And we can survive among all these people. Why he told us to come out and be Badal? What that mean? Yahuwah said it. Come out and be Badal. He wants us to integrate it. I said separate. I don't know where you heard integrate from. Yahuwah said I said it. Why you won't hear Yahuwah? If I'm going to come out and separate, that means I've got to learn how to grow and plant, manufacture, doctor, welfare of our people. I got to learn, but we don't want to learn that. We rather let them do it. It's quicker to just swipe a card and put and sign your name and sit down and wait on them to come get you. I let you sit there and be in pain so long, Chris, when I get you back here, you know what you're saying? Man, whatever. I've been sitting here all night. Listen, we working now. We moving fast as we can, sir. Grow up your own. We're going to draw some blood. Sit about this, all part of psychology. Them niggas ain't that busy. Nigga laughing, playing around, I need to leave you out there long enough so I get you back in, you ready for whatever I'm ready to do. As long as they get you to go home and write you a script. Then shoot you back to your doctor. Then your doctor look and say, okay, I see you went to the doctor. They want your doctor name, make sure everybody in the same set, everybody use it. It's just like a hoe. They get in Hollywood. Once you do the screening and you get on it, they call it the casting couch. They give your name to other producers, other directors. So you getting calls now by other movies. You wonder, man, how they know me? Believe me, we know you. We know you real well. You know your stage name, leaf blower. Huh? Call you back 'em up. We know you. You infamous around Hollywood. You infamous around the medical field. They know you. They've been shooting your records around everybody. It's on a national database what kind of whore you are. You throw your legs up. You open your hind hole. You do everything. They like, they freak. Freak up. That freak. That freak. That shit. Take one of your groin, pull up by your ear. Call. Got him. Got you listed. Scrotum holder. They're funny. It's just being honest, though. But you know what? We never looked at them like that. We looked at privacy, signing private. Why I need to sign a paper? I need to sign a paper saying that I agree that he ain't going to get my information. You don't need me to agree on that. Why would you be giving that anyway? Because he's going to sell you on the market. These people sell you to pharmaceutical companies. They sell you to companies. Just like everywhere you put your information, your name, your address, your phone number, sells your information. That's how they get paid. People. So if I sold you 50,000 numbers, and you pay me for 50,000. What's going to make these people get what you got? Oh, believe me, they'll do it. I'm going to pay for 50,000 numbers. I got to calculate a number of so many people I'm going to get. And I'm going to make X amount of dollars to recuperate what I spent. Otherwise, this is a failing program. Anybody here know about this? Selling information is work. Why y'all think they tell you about these breaking the databases? I'm trying to think, what are you going to gain? You're going to break in a database and get 50,000 names and phone numbers and socials because you're going to go get credit cards. Yeah, that makes sense. I hope you get one of my names. They give you that $500 credit card, you'll stop. All these bad credit niggas, what you finna do? You finna get shot. But I got some other people I can sell you to. Parts people. You never heard of a parts store? You know what they sell? They sell parts that's needed. I know a parts store that about all y'all niggas information. They like type O, A positive, negative. They like kidney. They like eyes. They like hearts. They like all this stuff. I just sell your stuff to a parts store. Y'all don't think about stuff like that, do you? How you think I make my money? Pharmaceutical companies are counting on you to watch a TV ad. How many of y'all watch a TV ad and order internet medication? I wonder how they get it sold that day. Because you really think that's how I sell it? I got the food that I asked the doctor for it, and the other ones don't know. I already give it to your doctor to give to you. I use the commercial, let your nigga run around because I know you ain't reading no small print. You waiting on quit out for the straight guy. So they tell you, say, I heard something, it's supposed to be good. I say, okay. And he going to try it out on it. Let's see how this works. Let's see how it works. I'm your monkey now. Let's see mean I don't know. Let me stop. Tired. That's all. I'm losing it. Y'all forgive me? I'm just losing it. I'm so tired of our people just being the bun of everybody fooling. Just tired of being raped and done and misused and don't know what belongs to us and people treat us any kind of way. Say what they want to say. We got no authority, no say on nothing. But we still sit here and we pay. We still sit here and we just the nicest, peaceful dummies they ever seen in their life. That's scary. Wondering what could you give a people that can make them do that? I know they did on Planet 8. You ever seen Planet 8? How many of y'all seen it? I'm talking about the original. The original with Charles Heston now. You know what they did to keep them from talking? Cut the tongue out. They cut the vocal cords out. They had to chain them up. They had to put them in cages to keep them there. You let me talk? You let me walk around free? Or am I free? Am I talking? I could be just making noises. What did they tell you? He's reduced me down that far that he ain't even afraid of me no more. He don't even have to shock at me no more. He ain't got to make me stand up nowhere to sell me and strip me down. He can sell me with clothes on. Put a nigga in Martin clothes and show him out and still sell him. You seen people get dog chain. You see some people got a dog trained up. They still have to put a chain on him because sometimes he'll do his own thing. You got some of them, they don't even put him on the chain. He ain't going to do nothing. Walk right up and lick him on the hand. He ain't going to bite. That's what he did to me now. That scares me. What make you think I won't bite? What did you do to me? What did you take from me? The reason I lost an instinctive behavior to protect myself, and now I won't do it. What did you do to me? What did they do to me, Solomon? The reason he ain't even worried about, he ain't even scared of me. Just walk up and just slap the taste out of me. No, he ain't going to do nothing. What did you do to me? Finish at 1 Corinthians 14, 4 and 14. Let them have it. Don't even worry about your Ukanon 5:39. I'll let y'all go. 1 Corinthians 4 and 14. Matter of fact, make it 11. 1 Corinthians 4 and 11. Listen.
Even unto this present hour, We both hunger.
We what? Y'all, it is not true. Y'all hungry over the present hour. What else?
And thirst.
This a lie? Listen.
And are naked.
Pay attention.
And are buffeted. And have no certain dwelling place.
I want who they're talking about. White people? Listen.
And labor, working with our own hands.
Come on.
Being reviled.
What happened?
We bless.
What kind of sense? Man, cuss me out and I bless him. What else happened?
Being persecuted.
And what we do?
We suffer it.
What else happened?
Being defamed.
What we do?
We entreat.
Come on.
We are made as the filth of the Aritz.
And what else?
And are the offscouring of all things unto this hume.
Niggas disgusting. What happened?
I write not these things to shame you.
But
as my beloved sons,
what am I doing?
I warn you.
That's all I've been trying to do, y'all. All I've been trying to do. This is your situation. These people cursing you out. These people reviling you. These people hoping for something to happen to you. These people mistreating you and you've been displayed. It's in your book, but you don't read it. Huh? You hungry and you thirsty. Maybe not you are because of kafar. Not many of your own people sitting around hungry and thirsty that you don't know nothing about. Because he done gave you what you think a good life you can eat and drink. There's other people look like you that's starving. Sad part is, tomorrow is going to be you. You one step away from being them people that you know nothing about. So all I'm trying to do, I ain't trying to shame you. I'm just trying to warn you. That's good.